Hey, Manny. Hey, Choppy Girl. Rose Bennett. You're getting my brew, y'all. Give me another minute. Give my brew. Then I'm gonna be then I'll start the music. Okay. Okay. I got my brew. Let me speak. I put my coffee down. Good morning. Yeah, I know I'm looking still tired and sleepy because I slept hard. That was I wanted to have a sip with y'all. Turn this down because I'm not gonna be here long again. I'm trying to get back in that what you call it aneurysm, whatever. And because I had several people text me say they didn't get my notification. Well, I already know that because, like I say, when you gone for a while, your recommendations don't go out. So that's why I did a quickie yesterday, did another quickie this morning, because today I was saying I'm not gonna do a lot. Cause see, I need to go. Well, I'm gonna rest today. Gonna be my day. I put to y'all like that. I'm gonna pamper myself. Meaning the reason why I'm not gonna stay here long this morning because I need to get to that nail shop for real. I've been doing everything, other things for everybody else, the food ministry for the church, the whole 9 yards. Today is gonna be about me. So then I can go ahead and complete some uploads that I want to do. Now, let me speak. Hey, Miss Cruiser. And another reason why I'm kind of late this morning, I was trying to find out what all the hoopla was about. Y'all know whenever something go on in the beef sector, everybody in the beef sector talked about whatever that one specific thing is. So I really needed to understand totally what was going on. And I had never heard of this person called Bomb Cherry. So then, I'm asking questions, people. Then, I got a source that tells me things, like that. So I was asking this morning, who is this Bomb Cherry? Because I was watching some of Pizarro, and that kind of cleared up a little bit for me this morning. It's another reason I'm late, because I was, listening to this conversation over there hand about marriage. So it turns out that what I was told, that the person that kicked this off was DL, aka Olivia, had did an interview with this person named Bomb Cherry from another sector. That person talked about peace, love, having an affair with a married man, and then it just took off in the beef sector. That's what I got. I don't know. If I'm wrong, y'all can correct me in the chat, okay? And so that's what Pizarro and I'm talking about this morning. That's what people talking about yesterday. I found out that Robbie Privilege did a live also and invited him over there. And one of his wives was in the chat trying to get up, but she wouldn't let her up because she just wanted to start some mess. So I'm listening to all of that like that. And then it took off towards marriage and peace, love, going with a married man. I think I'm explaining it how it was told to me, the reason why all this foolishness started. Now, best way to remember. Al Gore, huh? Okay, Miss Cruiser. I just looked down and saw that. Okay, what I said, aneurysm. That's a stroke, huh? Not to know anything. I know outside the B sector, so nuts, but I stick with the folks I know. Okay, exactly. And so, people saying it fair. Now, first of all, I heard the man was with 4 women, 4 divorces. Now, when a situation happened like that, because I knew somebody like that in my personal life that couldn't hold a woman, he probably been married more than 4 times. It's not the woman's fault, whoever these women are. I believe it's something going on with this guy. I don't know how he is in a relationship. I don't know if he take care of his wife, do what a man's supposed to do, but provided the home. I don't know if he's a abuser, whatever reason why he can hold a woman. Now, Debbie to me made more sense and I got to say that because when Debbie started talking, Debbie said something about, and she said biblically, we're not supposed to divorce. Yeah, we get that, okay? Not unless you got a divorce, in the Bible, if a man cheat on you, adultery, other things, so you can get a divorce. And Jehovah Witnesses, come on, you can go tell them anything about their husband, they're not going to believe it. They have to actually catch them, having an affair. That's the only way you're supposed to have a divorce. But now these days and time, y'all know how it is. People get divorces. Us carnal-minded people, we don't go by, what the Bible teaches us. They get their divorce. I, on the other hand, I am the only one. I think I haven't heard anybody else on here say that they've been married over 40 years like I have. My marriage was God ordained. My marriage was put together by God, and I truly believe. That's why I'm still married right now to this day. And my marriage is just as juicy as it was when I first got married. So I don't have a lot to talk. I don't have a lot to say about somebody cheating. But now, carnally, peace, love with this man. He's not with his wife, and so I don't see nothing wrong with it. She can date and be with who she want to be with. But if you look at it the other way, if he just separated and not divorced, then they call it adultery. They say they would call it her being the side woman. See, it's a lot to that. That conversation go even deeper, and I wish I had all morning to be on here so I can go deep like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Miss Cruz, no offense taken. Oh, let me see that. What's going on in my chat? One of his wives, yeah, one. Now, what I'm confused about is say 4 wives. 4 divorces? Did he divorce them all at the same time? Was with him 1 or 2 at the same time, or one by one? Because like I said, if that's the case, one by one, I think something wrong with him. Come on. Now, unless you just somebody to get off on being married, the word marriage or something like that. I will be married 31 years next week. Well, never mind, it's true. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Miss Cruz has a long marriage too as well. So I'm not And I like peace, love, so I'm not gonna knock her, drag her, whatever. The man telling her, and women will listen to a man, even if he married and she don't know he married. Oh, I'm single. Oh, I'm divorced. And you get what next thing you know, the man cheating on you, whatever. But I tend to believe that that's him, you know. And I get out of YouTube jail, I'm gonna do video on separated and say, yeah, that's a good one, Miss Cruz. I want to be there because if I had time, I would be doing it right now too. Because I'm determined, like I said, to get to that nail shop today when they first open. You know, I got to pamper myself today. So that's what's going on the YouTube streets. That's why I don't have a lot to talk about because I don't see nothing else that's really going on. It's like one thing going on in the beef set that everybody grabs hold to it. But then the man went on Peace Love Chat. They talked about it. Now I hear that the man is from a different sector. That what do you call it, atmosphere or something over there that we don't watch. And I guess what's her name, DL, aka Olivia, came from over there, where the woke sector, the atmosphere, or whatever. Because I heard Pizarro saying yesterday on her live that Olivia is not really beef sector, and she's not. We all remember where she came from. She's not. And then when she run out of people watching over here, she run back over there. Then they kick her out from over there, get tired from over there. Then she run back over here. You know how it is. That's what she do. So that's why I don't have a lot. Yeah, manosphere or something like that. Voodoo. That's just what I heard. So I don't know, but I don't see nothing wrong with the girl dating. You know, I really don't. This man or whatever it is, he's telling her he's separated, but he needs to go and get that divorce. But Peace Love says she don't want to get married anyway. She's not marriage material. That's what I hear she say. Good morning, Heat Wave. Good to see you, girl. I'm talking about what everybody's talking about on the beef set, because when one thing go on, everybody's standing to grab it. So to me, it's not a lot going on. And I said, no, I don't want to jump on that bandwagon. I said, well, I'll just come say a little bit because I need to, get back in this aneurysm, Al Gore, as Miss Cruz has just put it, Al Gore, then algorithm. Okay, algorithm. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah. So I want to jump on the same bandwagon. Everybody said, well, beef sucked the back alive. Beef said, no, so I don't know if any other stuff is going on, because I ain't been around to watch nothing. And I'm telling y'all truthfully, that's why I came here to just do a real quickie this morning. Yeah, so I can get out and do myself. Ray Black said, I'm happy to voice. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I'm saying. Marriage is not for everybody. When you first get married, you go into it with intentions on, honoring your vows, to death do you part. And then somewhere along the line, it tends to break down. Now, people is of belief back in the day when women was married for years, had anywhere from 5 to 15 kids, because I'm from a big family, women, we had babies like that back then. I'm saying I didn't. I wish I had that many, really. Because as you get older, you recognize, family is important. Now, I don't want no little bitty short family, and I'm glad I don't have an only child. I don't know how it would be if I would have been an only child. They say, well, maybe things was going on back then and women just didn't believe in getting a divorce. They went through problems behind the doors, but they stuck it out. I don't know about that either. I can speak on my marriage, though. My marriage is great, and always have been great. My husband always have been a good provider. And at times when things happen, through the years, I was there as his backbone. I was there as his right hand. If I had to be the one to take over the household for a minute or two, and I have done that a couple of times through the years. When we made a move to California, I was the first one back at work, opening the business. That was fine, because that's what we do. We 50-50. We take care of our husband, and the king turn take care of us. I treat my husband like a king. He treated me like a queen, and that's all to him. So if he did cheat, he would always come home to where he was totally treated like a king, okay? And still been treated like one, okay? Me and my husband, we don't sit around. We be out all the time. We was out yesterday. We do things together. So I can't really speak on, I can only speak on what I see, with friends and some family went through, what I'm saying? Because marriage is marriage to me. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And I ain't gonna be here much longer. Like I said, good morning, Lady K. So what is all the hoopla about? And I didn't watch Peace Love's whole interview. I just peeked up for a minute because at the time when I looked over there, I just seen the guy in the panel, he was talking, and it wasn't nothing loud, it was just talking, and I couldn't really get myself into the conversation, to sit there and listen. So I didn't stay there. So I had to ask questions this morning. Good morning, Nikki with the eye patch. Well, I will drop my link, even though it's not 30 minutes, because I don't plan on being here that long. Right now, it's 8:25 my time. I want to be out here probably about 9 or something like that. And then I know I said this yesterday, and I said all the time, when I come back, I want to come back and really do some real commentary. I don't know, I might be messy, I might not, you know what I'm saying? But my upload is going to be about some new news situation. They're going to be about this, not over here, because that's not what I want to do. But I need to, because like I said, I want to hurry up and get back down this because everybody telling me. And I only have so many people contact to let them know when I'm going live. So that's the way it is. So I will be dropping my link if anybody want to. I know I had to drop it yesterday because I was in a hurry too. Also yesterday. So whoever in here this morning and want to watch my replay, they can watch my replay. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, so I just put in my description, marriage. But I don't know what I want to talk about. I just do my live first, and then I put in my description box what I talked about, just in case somebody strolled in and can't make up their mind, or they want to watch my replay. Then they look at the description box what I talk about, then they can make up their mind. And that's how I do it. Okay. Now I am going to drop this link. If anybody want to speak on the subject, but it's not all of that big of a deal to me. Because I just feel like a peace love want to date this man. But peace love, girl, be careful because of his past. What do history tell you? A man that's been married 4 times, and see, he's 47 years old. Wow. I wonder how often did he see? He's 47. His first marriage probably was when he was 20. Y'all think he got married every 10 years? That's a lot because 47 is still young. And speaking of that, when I was watching Miss Pizarro, and they were saying he was 47 years old and been married 4 times, Jay Dunn said, he 47 and been married 4 times, that's young. How you have that many marriages at that young age? Well, usually when she talk about people and they 40 and up, they old. But this guy happened to be young. Okay, all right, I get it, Jay Dunn. Okay, I get it. Y'all was over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still over there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all heard Jay Dunn say that. But like I said, Miss Debbie, yeah, that's right. Miss Debbie, she was making sense though. She was saying, well, in the Bible, she said, but the man, if he just separated, not divorced, then they would call peace, love a hoe. But she said hoe. I wouldn't say hoe. I would say the side person. But that's how Debbie put it. But I understood what she was saying. The more I watched Debbie, the more we have watched her over the past, 2 years now, you get used to her lingo and the way she say things. Sounds like a lot of baggage, but people are free to do it. Say, exactly, Voodoo. So that means every time he get a new relationship, he must have took a lot of baggage. He probably thought all women are the same. He probably had 1 or 2 good women that really tried to be the wife that she was supposed to be. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. All I can say, I know how my marriage is, and it's great. Ray Black can come and join me for some good old-fashioned chicken and dumplings. That sounds good, girl. Chicken and dumplings, cornbread. Miss Cruz didn't say that. Ironically said yesterday he was holding on to his wife's benefits, but learned today he retired from the military. Also, yeah, okay, now Miss Cruz, you're a military wife. I am too. How my husband was in the Army. Now, all right. His wife benefits. Okay, but even if that was the case, I see, how did that work when a person been married 4 times? I've always thought, well, maybe because I don't know, I ain't went through no situation like that. His first wife constantly still get the benefits and his children. Miss Cruz, you got to explain that one to me. I don't understand that one. I really don't. I don't understand that. That's just like I heard, for example, in the state of Louisiana, your first wife said something happened. Your first wife would be the one to still get the insurance money. They don't recognize second, third, and fourth marriage. Is that true, y'all? I don't know. His wife was in the Navy for 22 years. Okay, then she got her own stuff then. Okay. Yeah, I know. Overton, that's what I'm saying. But he been married 4 times. That's what I'm trying to say. I have dropped my link, Miss Cruz. I mean, if you can explain it. I'm not understanding that part of it. So he was in the service also. Yeah, Jay Dunn said that was young girl. But she called everybody else on here, oh, they old, these old bees need to give some respect. And I tried to explain to y'all yesterday, we don't expect for nobody over here to give us no respect. Y'all strangers, we on the app. Now, true, there's some personalities we like. We made couples and made some true friends and we want to meet, but we feel like we already know them because we talk to whatever it may be. But she sure did say that. We're not on here for that. You know what I'm saying? However, I always told y'all I do not argue with people under 30, and y'all have never seen me do that. And I mean that. I'm not coming here arguing with no children. I got some young folks I like to watch. I really like them, and that's the way it is. And if they argue with me, I'm just going to ignore them. I don't participate in the arguing or whoever they're arguing with. I try to even it on this app. Just like I do in life, I try to stay in my place, with a young person. I don't have to, but I try to, because when in real life, say if you hang around a bunch of young people and something happens, they're not going to respect you because they look at you as they equal because you hang with them, you do the same things they do. So it just depends on if you want respect on this app also. And that's just the way I see it. Thank you, pretty girl. Now, so I'm trying to understand. I wonder how long, did he say how long he was in the service? Not true on life insurance. Most states revoke you and beneficiary when you are divorced. Okay, because I've heard that about the state of Louisiana. I don't know how true that is. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was when my husband's sister, she had married a guy, but his first wife was able to keep the house and everything. She ain't getting nothing. She was a second wife. There wasn't nothing coming to her. So I'm really confused on that. So maybe I heard it wrong or something, but that's what I heard. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, that's what I heard. See how many more minutes I got? Probably about 20, 25 minutes. Oh, they got this down different. I ain't been on so long. You have to invite your guests a different kind of way on this gadget. It'll change something around over here. Peace. Hey, Heatway, how you been doing, girl? I think I managed to watch you maybe one and a half time while I was on my vacation because I kept trying to jump in bushes whenever I had a free moment. Yes, Lord, I would thank you, Rose. Speaking of Rose, y'all need to go watch her tutorials with the nails and the hair. She really does do a good job, y'all, for real. Louisiana revoked ex-wife as visionary on life policy. However, first spouse gets social. Okay, so that's probably the way I heard it then. I knew it was something about the first wife would get something, the ex-wife would still get something. Yeah, maybe that's the way it was. Yeah, as beneficiary, of course, because if you with your spouse, of course, you're going to have some life policies on them, of course. However, the first wife gets okay, that's probably what it was. So I said that new wife is not getting the money. That's what I heard then, because I remember, I think it was my husband's wife. Sister that happened to, because I was on the wife. Y'all, I got married May 4th in the year, and I'm telling some of my business. Y'all can Google this since y'all still trying to look for me, some of y'all, because I've been doxxed so 4, 5, 15 million times, whatever. But I got married May 4th in the year 1980. Okay. So how many years that? But before I got married, I was with my husband a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. And let's calculate. Let's just see. Where am I getting at? I keep saying 40, over 40, sometimes I think 42. But if I count me getting with him in 1978, it's a long time. I had a couple of boyfriends before that. Okay. And what God put together, no man can break it apart. Believe that. So I do believe that my marriage was God ordained. Yes, it was. It was prayed over, and it worked. And the trust stayed there all these years. There was no distrust. I felt like taking a vacation for a week to come visit my family here, got sisters in California, fine. If he decided to go to Louisiana, Los Angeles, and take a trip with the fellows, fine. If he cheated, I don't know. But however, I wonder women don't think he did. If he did, I would never know. You know what I'm saying? And I would want nobody to tell me if that happened. Because why would you want somebody to tell you something that's going to hurt your feelings? Okay? I would never do that. Yeah. And couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Somebody ever tried to come tell me something about my husband, I would say, wait a minute, I should get the worst cussing out. I would definitely say, wait a minute, B, don't you come tell me everything about my man. I was stopping right there. Don't nobody see. That's another mistake some of these women make, especially these days. This is what people tell you. They probably want your man. You never know, especially if they're single. Okay, especially if they're single. I'm trying to see how many married. How many years? Okay, married 42 years. So I'm right when I say 43 and a half years. Now, that's just the way it is. I gave y'all some more, a little bit of myself. Algorithm. Okay. Good morning, Cheryl Brown. I would like to hear somebody feedback real quick while I got about 15 more minutes. And to y'all that's going to catch my replay, y'all can put in my comment section what y'all think. Because, they're having a whole knockdown, drag out conversation about marriage over there, y'all. And if y'all been over there, a couple of y'all wasn't over there, I think they're still on talking about it. Because we all drop on the same thing over here. What else is there? But is there anything else going on in the beef sector besides that? I'm not, then people be talking about that getting on, coming on. I'm not that, but if I want to talk about something in the beef sector, it ain't nothing going on but that, then that's what all thing I got to do. Rose Bennett been married 21 years. See, and when you pass 20, if you can get past them 10 years, that's a blessing because if something happens, you're going to try to work it out. But I've also heard people say they got divorced after 20, 30 years. I think at that point, counseling should come, spiritual counseling as well. Then I don't know, it depends if you want to stay together. Some women stay together because of the children. That's the wrong thing to do because children, especially young adolescents, they pick up on stuff. You know what I'm saying? You say they better not cheat on me. Yeah, like I said, I don't think he did, but I'm just saying, because he had a woman back at home. He had a beautiful queen back at home when he go on a vacation to come back home to. That was just going to do what a wife's supposed to do. I cook my husband dinner. I massage him. I rub his feet. When he come home from tired from work, I run his bath. What I do every day, I treat him like a king, even if he was cheating on me. Because some men have, that conscience and stuff. But, I've also seen some men do cheat on their women, but they won't leave their wife because their wife treat them like a king. They're going to always go back home to their wife. And then the side piece be thinking, oh, he with me every day. He ain't love his wife. That's what you think. A lot of men that cheat will not leave their wife under no circumstances. Okay? Do y'all agree with me? A lot of men that cheat will not leave their wife under no circumstance. They're not going to leave home, period. So I don't know what the side piece is getting. Now, I don't care if he is spending money on. He's not going to get what the wife get. If he really in love with his wife, he's not going to leave. So all of that, and I'm getting too deep because the situation, what I'm saying right now, the situation was the fact that people were saying she's with a married man. Well, but he's separated. But like I said, if you look at it spiritually, even though he's separated, he's still married. So therefore, you commit adultery. Therefore, you're sleeping with a married man, if you look at it that way. But we're worldly people these days, And there's a lot of people don't read the Bible, don't know that, what I'm saying, and probably really don't understand it. But now my take on that, I think I do believe if the man's still married, you are actually dating a married man. You're right. And that's what they call adultery. So, but I can't say that about people because everybody think different. So I don't want to seem like I'm bashing it because I'm not. I'm just telling y'all there's all kinds of scenarios with that situation. Good morning, Tracy Species is in the house. Yeah, Tracy, it is. I don't care how you try to break it down. In reality, that's what it is. It is. Why leave the food, letting you mess around? Huh? Exactly. Would you think she? Well, some ladies don't look at themselves as being the fool. Even, and it's not that she actually saw it, but they would do it. But women ain't dumb. They got women intuition. They know if their man cheating on them and this and that. But they continue right on now. Now it's a different thing. They actually see them with their own eyes. But and then that's another thing about this generation. I would never ever would go through my husband's phone. Oh, when the Star 69 first came out, hang up the phone, peek and see if he ain't looking, pick it up to read the dial, stars, all that kind of stuff. Where's the trust? So you looking for something hurtful, you're looking for something. I would do that. Let me see. Oh, somebody back here. I'm glad I looked down here. I just wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? And I got to make me some more stuff too. Oh, wait a minute. Heat wave. Okay, let me see now. Yes. I almost forgot how to do this. You back there, heat wave?
Good morning, Miss Bless. Welcome back.
Long time no see. How you doing, babe?
I'm hanging in there. How are
That's
you?
good. Oh, I'm okay. I'm
Good.
just talking about what everybody talked about, and I had to get the complete understanding this morning what was going on, and I heard it start over there at Libya. But you can speak on whatever you want to speak on right now,
No, no,
because like
no. I was just I came up first to tell you, I missed you and I'm happy you're back. And about the marriage thing, um the only way I could do it is keeping it real. First of all, I was never a side piece or side chick, whatever they're calling it these days. Because from a child growing up, especially a girl child, you're instilled that my parents were married and stayed married until death. So my mom especially, she will talk to us, and she will tell us don't be a footstool for any man, you know you're better than that, and don't be in any competition, you understand, for no man, because that
mhm,
is just it's gonna be, you're gonna be losing at the end of the day. If a man wants you, he's gonna pursue you and he's gonna do the right thing. And if
you're right,
you don't hold yourself to a certain standard, then who will? You understand?
exactly.
So it
Mhm,
it has a lot. This don't have anything about, to me, relationship don't have anything to do about your intellectual skills and all of that. It's just about common sense and morals. Okay.
mhm,
Um being settling, how could you be with someone? First of all, marriage is a business. We don't like to talk about that part, but marriage is nothing else. It's a business. Part of it is a business, right? We signed that paper, right? We signed that paper. We entered into a contract, right? That's a
mhm,
business part of it. Being, I mean to say, some parts, I think, yeah, some parts still um acknowledge or recognize common marriages, right? Am I correct with that? I think
right.
after 3 to 5 years, you're um you're considered a common law wife, so you will get the same benefits as if you were married.
Back in the day, the 70s for sure, I know of it, and 80s in California. You live with a man for a year, you're doing everything, married, you common law marriage. I don't know if they changed it 5 or 10 years. You just said 25. That's a hell of a lot of time. I would think way before that, but I know here in California, you're common law marriage after a year or two. You know, and
Hmm.
so I don't know how it is anywhere else. But continue. I just want to jump in and
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. So what I look at, right? If you're going into a relationship, and this person, I mean to say, divorce. Some people make it. Some divorce could be very messy, and it could take a lot of time, because of maybe you all got assets during the year, during the time, so everything have to be divided, and that is when it takes a longer time. But if you did not accumulate like a house and did it, you understand, things like that, it will go fast.
Mhm,
It's a simple, clean process. But when you're going into any relationship, especially when it comes into somebody who's still married, You understand? And you're being there, you're waiting. Okay, I would not trash anybody because they love someone and they're waiting. But you have to take your place. You understand? In that waiting process. You understand what I'm saying? Because we already, what you gotta say, sinners already. One sin is not greater than the other. So who am I to say, oh, you could stay away from, certain contacts and all of that, physical. No, it's gonna happen, right? But I am not going to claim no one. I'm not going to attach to no one while they're still married, and they're not going to attach me to themselves. You go through, get your divorce, because you see, this is where the mess comes in. If you already is like attached to this person, or you claim this person is claiming you, what you think is going to happen to the end? Men is not, what I gotta say, they're kind of lazy when it comes to certain things, right? You're a married woman, certain paperwork and documents, we're the ones who push, and take care of business, right?
Right.
And what happened when they get comfortable, let's say the side chick or the other person you're interested in, and they're already coming at your house and you're doing things together as America. You think that they're gonna crawl when it comes to that divorce. They're gonna figure out, okay, she ain't bothering me. And what's gonna happen? Sometime that man really is gonna, start the process of a divorce. You understand what I'm saying? But then it start to get a little, they have to sort out certain things. As well as it have these men, this is a common practice. They will say, yes, baby. Yes, I'm leaving her. Yes, yes, yes. Don't worry. Every time the girlfriend say, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna leave her. Some of them is gonna come with the kids. I'm just waiting. I don't want another man to raise my children. All sorts of excuse. And you would be that side chick forever until you pull out of that crap. Okay? And these days here, I'm hearing this person was married for 4 times already. Then you're gonna tell me, I'm sure all four of these women don't know each other or didn't know each other before they got married to this person, right? What? Why you think you will be special? Then that person have a problem. It's one person, four different persons, four different personalities. So here, to each his own. To each his own. That's what I could say on that matter. Me, no. One, two, three, four. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope, nope. I ain't trying to find out what's gonna happen when I come number 5. Bullshit. Sorry, Miss Bless. I wouldn't do it. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
And you know what? And I agree with 95% of everything that you said right now. Yeah, so you hitting everything on point. And I was reading Ms. Cruiser saying, and Ms. Cruiser, and this is right. Back in the day, I remember common law marriage in California, but I don't think California still has it. I didn't Google it to see anything, but you're absolutely correct. Yeah. So I don't know. That's why I said heat love. This is more deeper. We kind of going off from the peace love thing, but that's fine. Like I said, we talk about what we want to talk about. But I think, and somebody put it in my chat, that when peace love started dating this man, the fact a red flag was 4 marriages, 4 divorces was separation. I don't know if he actually divorced a couple of them and separated for the last one. I don't know because they didn't say if he actually divorced a couple of them, the first 2 or whatever. I don't know. But that would be a red flag to me because every woman is not doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
Every woman is not doing the same thing. Good morning, Diving. I can't see that happening like that. So maybe the man don't know how to be. Maybe he never was husband material. Maybe don't know how to be a husband. Like I said, I don't know if it's abusive. I just don't know. But peace, love, baby. And I'm quite peace, love got a good head on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And I think she did say, did you watch all? First of all, did you watch all of that? Did you keep up with all that?
No, Miss Bless.
Yeah,
No,
me
not at all.
either. I just found out this morning who Bomb Cherry was. I did hear a little bit of the other day, Livia interviewing somebody named Bomb Cherry. I just found out from another sector and all that. But now Peace Love said that has always been out. It just hadn't hit the beef sector yet. Yeah, but I appreciate everything that you just said right now. So divorce is such a hassle, all that property. Yeah, if you accumulate it, it can get very messy, Miss Cruiser. Then it can be a clean thing, be like he would say, if you didn't, you accumulate a lot together. Then some husbands, even some wives, and just say, forget it. Keep it all. I want to start anew. I don't want none you got.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like, I don't know if y'all watch that show, the how what you call it, that man, that Cody Brown, they got the wife, they Mormon, whatever they are. I watch all that kind of stuff. One of the wives just sold her house back to him for $10. She just wanted to be done with it, just to get it.
Yep.
What's the name of the house? No, it's not Housewives, but do you watch any of those kind of reality shows, he wave?
No, Miss Bless. I'm
Okay,
not a
well,
TV person.
oh, okay, well, I am, girl. I'll be all over the TV. It's this, what is the name of that? I'm gonna tell y'all. Some of y'all probably watch it. Y'all be watching stuff y'all wouldn't be expecting for me to watch. You know what I'm saying?
I love like ID channel. That's about it. And I think I see about all of it, so then I was done. I look at Court TV back in the days. That's about it. I don't look at
Well,
most of those things don't interest me. Hmm.
the name of the Sister Wives. Yeah, y'all. I watch all that kind of stuff. She just gave her that. She just wanted to just be done. She gave it up back for $10. One of the wives. You know, he was a total narcissist and everything was by itself. So I'll be watching all this stuff. She took it back for $10. Yes, she was through. She just threw, oh, you watch it, Trey? Yeah, she was just done with it. She just done with him. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends. All depends. Oh, okay. But so I didn't really keep up either with the whole thing. And I just found out really just wanting who Bomb Cherry was. And that Bomb Cherry is in another sector and whatever like that. Yeah, Sister Wives. Yeah, okay. I'm glad somebody watch it. I'll just be all over the place. But anyway, yeah, I don't know.
You see,
It's,
marriages is not for everyone.
no, it's not. That's what I just said. It's not. Everybody's not marriage material. And then, like I said, and I don't know, but they say like when women wouldn't get a divorce back in the day, they stay for the sake of the kids. You know, women nowadays, these girls can't carry one baby, but it's the food we put in our body. The bodies ain't healthy like used to be. And men really respected women that had children. You know what I'm saying? I thought
Yeah.
pregnant women were beautiful. And black women were taught to have a lot of babies back then in the day, how they was trying to kill us all off. Anyway, black people believed in having children and would
Hmm.
have up to 15 or more. You know, my mom would have had 13, but that
Wow.
was some miscarriages before, you know, the older sister got born. It's the rumor in the family. So therefore it was 9 of us, you know, one that got drowned. But my husband from a family of 15. Women just had kids like that these days. Yeah, you know, back then, drop a baby, be back at work the next 3 or 4 days and so forth. But I understand why. And then nowadays they come up with the shots at the very last minute. They want to have a shot in the back where you be with all that labor, and then the shot come right before the head come out. It doesn't make no sense. But to me, it don't. You know, I guess I'm old school. But my point is, families are not like that these days, and women stayed together for the sake of the kids. People are saying, but we don't know that. It might have been some good marriages. And
Correct.
Miss Cruz ain't gonna mind me saying this. She said her parents been married. What you say, Miss Cruz? Over 50 years, 57 years. They happily married. They be all on cruises. They still do stuff together like the way me and my husband together. So we still got that spunk in our marriage. We ain't just sitting around in the house like two old fools. We enjoying ourselves. We go out anytime we get ready. We was out all day yesterday. And when I got through running around doing what I want to do, yeah, we was out. I was out. We was out eating a pizza. I had a late brunch, early lunch. I think I made it short.
Oh,
We do
that's
this.
nice. That's nice,
So,
Miss Bless.
yeah, so I'm not gonna say I stay together for my children. My children been grown out the house. If that's the case, I wouldn't be with them. You know, and
And
like I
that's
said,
when most marriages fall apart, falls apart when the kids
yeah,
leave the nest.
yeah, I would. Yeah, some people do that, but if that's the case, and I feel like my marriage was tumultuous or abusive, I have never got a hand laid on me. Now we have argued. If you wish to pass by my door and here's arguing, you won't think we fighting because we both loud.
Hmm.
But yeah, because some y'all know that because I can get out here. Look how long her mom and dad been married, 56 years, and they be everywhere on cruise. They enjoying their life. Where she say 57. So some marriages are made to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't get bored because you're constantly thinking stuff to do. And marriage is a business, like you said, it ain't about sex. When you first get together, oh, sex, sex, sex. You know how it is when you're young.
Yeah.
But then later, even the young folks figure out, well, hey, no, this sex can't pay our bills. You
True.
know, so sex ain't gonna have us to have no, it ain't no job for us to start accumulating things together to be comfortable and happy. You know,
Correct.
but it is
Yes.
a business, and you accumulate things together.
Correct.
Like you can always say, I ain't bought no house with you, I ain't bought this with you. You know, it is a business. Just because people send their lives around the kids and they don't keep the actual marriage together, that's because people, yeah, I know, around the kid, and that's where some women make a mistake. When you have a child, you still got to make time for that man. You can't just focus on the baby only. Some women do that, and the man, because you have some men really get jealous of the kids. You know,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing if one like that. But then you have some just want some attention still, and they'll go out and cheat to get the attention that they're looking for.
Yep.
And that's where the cheating come in at. No, you know, you know, you got to equal that out. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that like that. I don't know how we got here, but I don't mind talking about it. Good morning, Sarah Vine. Let me see if the nail shop open while I'm talking to y'all. It's almost 9 o'clock here because I need to pamper myself, you know, because I had to finish making up so many bags yesterday. Also, heat wave meats and everything. I just had to just do it.
I don't blame you. Enjoy your
Yeah,
life, Miss Bless.
yeah.
Do
People,
you?
you take time for you so resentment doesn't build. Exactly, Bab. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Like, so let me bring it back to what we was talking about. I don't know what happened for a 47-year-old man to be married. I'm just saying. I don't know how long the marriage is last. Every 10 years. Some might have been 5, 6 years, and then it took 2 years to get married again. Who knows? Good morning, William. You know I was over there peeking in Sir King bushes last night. I'm glad to see you and Sir King. Y'all back buddies again. That's another thing about you over in the beef steak, the heat wave. You know, when people have fights, just know they're gonna be back friends. Don't nobody stay mad at each other over here, but this is the
True.
app. Because
True.
Dusty went in so hard on Pizarro. God damn, she went in hard. She was on that panel this morning, but I knew it though. That's why I didn't really give it too much the other day. I did mention it because I already knew what was gonna go on with that. You know what I'm saying? I already knew
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. So, but
You know
now,
something, I want to touch on the same marriage thing.
go ahead.
Thinking about this person again, 47 years old. Not cutting him Miss Bless, 47 years before the thoughts come out my head.
Uh-huh.
For if this person's 47 years old, I'm now thinking about the age, and you were married 4 times already. Maybe
Right.
it's something that he's doing wrong, and I'm not talking about his relationship with the women. After one separation, second separation, see, I don't know what was causing the breakdown of the marriages, right? I
Right.
think maybe he needed to take some time. Maybe he needed to take some time for himself. You
Mm,
understand? You have to
right.
be good before you could offer something for someone, or to, you understand what I'm saying? To
Right.
to to be a better person, or if you understand what I'm saying, to think through things, because going from one person to the next and getting the same results, it's not going to help matters, because you see what's going on right now. 4 marriages down. So what's going to happen? Say if even these two people do not get married, it's going to be the same problem. You need to give yourself some space, because you're not divorced completely with this female, and you jump straight in to a relationship. So that's bound for failure. I don't care what nobody say. And that is coming. That is just what I see. It have nothing to do. I don't know any of these people. I'm just speaking. It's just common sense.
Exactly. So, in other words, he took a lot of baggage into the next marriage. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
well, yeah, we're assuming that, but it must have it. You know, and then there are people that can't act like they can't be alone, act like they just got to be with somebody. Will hop out, and some women do this too. They'll hop out one marriage. Next thing you know, they with somebody in the next month or two because they just seem like they can't be alone. And then they probably think in their mind that all men act the same. They go in there with that baggage, and they not out of that mindset of what just happened in the previous marriage. And so then that baggage, they start acting out with that person how they act the other person when they don't give them. And some women don't give the man a chance to show that he's different from the marriage or whoever the guy you just left. So it's all kinds of scenarios. You are absolutely right about that.
And you
Like,
see, a next, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Bliss. A next common thing that happens, right? And
mm-hmm.
this is something, it's not really marriage related, but okay, for instance, right? You might see a female or hear of a female, or
Right.
just in our day-to-day lives. You might see someone will say, or you will meet up someone that have 6 kids. Let's say 6 kids they have. And all 6 of them share different, just one mother. They're different fathers, right? The first
Mm-hmm.
thing we society will say, "Oh my God, mm, what a slut! She had to be a loose woman. Oh my God, all those different fathers." And sometimes it's not like that. It's not like that, because some people is looking. Okay, you're being abused here. Okay, you leave and you go into a different relationship. You leave because something else is happening there. So each person you're with, a child is born, a child is born, a child is born. You know what is the problem? That all these different fathers and all of that are different baby mothers, because it could go both ways. um the person's not giving themselves time and said, wait a minute, it's the same thing. Wait a minute, let me take some time for myself. Maybe I'm not meant to be attached to no one. You understand what I'm saying? I shouldn't get
Yeah.
serious because that's not for me. I can live with someone and maybe I should stop here. But that don't say the person's a bad person. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of women get blamed for, oh, she's loose, she's this. You know that, Miss Bliss. That's an
Yeah.
everyday thing. And you got to look at it the same way that some people leave from one marriage to the next, not giving themselves, time to heal. And sometimes it's not to say the man is something is wrong with him that bad. He's a bad person, but maybe he needs to take time for himself. And that's all I have to say about that.
And then maybe he's one of the men, like I explained, like he just he got to have a woman. Like some women feel like they just got to be with a man. They just got to be somewhere,
True,
instead of
true.
healing themselves. I think at least a year ought to do it. But some people just feel like they just have to.
Yes.
I never would understand that either. Really, I don't feel like you just got to be with somebody just to be with somebody. You wait, and then I got to put it like this because this is what I think. Well, wait, like I tell my nieces, y'all ain't looking for nobody. God gonna send y'all the right help. Just wait.
Mm-hmm.
You in? It's just you might meet him at the store. You might meet him at a laundry. If you met somewhere, you don't know where you might meet your
True,
husband at. And you
true.
don't have to. You don't even have to be looking. And then I used to say, y'all go find y'all. A good Christian man, in the church.
Mm,
But then you can't do that because all kind of
mm-mm.
hypocrites there. So you better I'll probably be going for somewhere. I used to think like that, but the way stuff going on, people are in church just to be in church these days. I'm speaking really on these pastors because that's the new kind of pimp these days, and I ain't afraid to say it. But then you do have some really guard ordained churches for real.
Miss
That's
Bless,
why
you
you
have a
got
lot
to
of
go.
devils there
Yeah,
too.
that's why you got to go to a church.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to see if that's the teaching you want to hear. Pray for discernment and see if this person is real, is in his spirit or is in his flesh when he gives the word. And stuff like that. You have to really do it like that. So I can't really say go there no more. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. Now, I am a Christian. I do believe in church. I do believe in the churches within me, but we go to a building so we can fellowship with other people, other like-minded people, that, believe. But now, Tracy, who you talking to? Tracy talking about sucking peen. Girl, who's sucking peen? Let me go up and see what you're talking about. What's going on, Tracy? What is she talking about? Tracy, what are you talking about? Sucking peen. Because I hope you ain't talking that. She made me think of something. And I said I'm gonna start releasing some of my old videos too. Back in the day, peace love, when we and Juicy Booty, we were feud all the time, he feud us. So I had talked about how And Tracy, I think Tracy was the one said they got mad at each other too. Tracy, I believe you was the one first said something about sucking peen down at the pulpit. So I did commentary 2 or 3 times, dragging Jay Wilson. I'm gonna have to release that take, but when I do, I don't want him to think I'm coming back at him. It's just I've been looking at some funny stuff that I used to do back in the day when we really roast and gag for real, when we really wasn't really under the belt. What we can do a skit, you know. And I also heard a couple of people say too last week, beef sector. I think when I was on Spilly, what let me think. So a couple of people said that the beef sector is not beef sector no more. Oh, Jay Wilson said it too. He said we used to roast and gag and do a skit and everything. Not these days. People get mad and start calling every authority they can possibly think of. and they really do. It's not the same. I think that kind of turned me off sometimes. It's always about just arguing, fussing, fighting. It's, and you've been here a long time. Do you think it changed you as well? Was you here back then when we had the mass train going?
The what, Miss Bless? Sorry.
Was you here when we had the mass train?
Yes, of course. I was there way
Now
before that.
you see how it wasn't just about fighting all the time. We was really roasting and gagging and doing skits and having fun, right?
Yeah,
You
I
remember that?
remember. Uh-huh.
We're not like that no more. And
Sure.
I think it changed within the last year. It happened, everything in life changed. You know, you can't roast and gag and just have fun no more. People get mad. They want to call everybody they can think of you. They don't know how. And that's why, I got tired of waking. I don't want to get up first thing in the morning, just arguing, because that's
I
not me. That messes with your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Miss
Yeah.
Bless, I'm glad you brought that up about people getting mad. I don't need to come off a topic. So if you don't mind,
No, so we can talk about anything. We want to talk about. I
okay.
really have to talk about this one. It's not going to be sector, but when one thing going, everybody grabbing it, everything going on is a piece of love in this guy. So that's it. I said we talk about whatever because I'm trying to be in the aneurysm. I mean algorithm. Go ahead.
Okay. What is it? Today's Tuesday, right? So when did this happen? Anyway, whatever day over at Miss Pizarro's platform, right? I was over there when these people they had a revealing. Okay, so I went over there. I got to the platform. I say what I had to say, and the first time I went up there, they were tearing me up in the chat, tearing me up in the chat. Went back again. Oh, and they had a field day, all kinds of names I was calling, all of that, until that thing ended up all the way over at Kerry's platform. And I behaved bad then. I really have to tell that young lady, to apologize to her for my behavior. Now, you see, that's the thing I talk about.
Right.
They are killing the same people who is saying the B sector, or it's dying, because what is going on now? Everybody's taking things that personal that you have to agree to belong. You understand? And that is crazy. That is crazy. What you think is going to happen? We're going to get bored eventually, and people is going to start moving to different sector, because the fun of it is to say whatever comes to mind. Okay, you shouldn't be. That's what you call the bullying. Because if I want to say something or you want to say something, why should you be censored because you want to give your thoughts or your opinion on something once you're not disrespecting anyone? I don't see what's the big deal. They went so far that I did not even know a live was skipped for me. Okay, someone told me that, and I started to listen. I said, not interested, because I'm not going to make anything get me upset. But I heard, and I don't know, because I hear you said good morning, Tracy. So I don't know if Tracy's still in the chat, but I didn't even, myself, Tracy, if she's in the chat, I never knew Tracy had a membership behind the scene, like she was given exclusive behind the scenes. Okay, because when I was lit up in green, like showing yes I have a membership there or whatever, she was not doing that yet. So now they're running with this idea and said that I went on some meeting or whatever, and Tracy told me to come over there to voice my opinion, or like to sabotage what was going on Miss Pizarro's platform. So from that, I don't have time for that. And that's not, people have to get their situations and their facts together. Stop accusing people of bullshit. We are all grown people. And a lot of these things that they were saying to me, oh, Tracy have her doing it, and da-da-da-da. And that's wrong. It is damn well wrong. Because the lies and the disgustingness of it all, you would believe, because I'm like, what? I didn't even know they had Tracy had some, whatever was going on there. Because Tracy did about 3 lives and I was not there. Okay. One of them I catch almost when it was done. Okay. I didn't know anything about it. So why accuse me of something I don't know anything about? I'm a grown woman. And if I did do something, I would say, I do it. I did it. No one could do something to me. And this is what I don't understand. You get in there, and because somebody may not like you or whatever, what the hell I care if you like me or not? You're not paying my bills, I'm not paying yours.
So in other words, you was getting dragged to Preserve Chat this morning because
no, not this morning, not this morning, not this morning.
And
that was, I think, 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. And Diving, I don't know who VK is. And keep that, let me keep that thought in mind 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago, I think that was when Miss Bazzara had those 2 ladies on the panel.
Exactly.
And you got on the panel and you asked one of the ladies, did they have contacts? Now, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, wow, shade. And the reason why I thought that, because everybody thinks that that's Miss Pizarro and she wear glasses, big bifocals or whatever. And to me, you still was believing that was Miss Pizarro, and you wanted to know that she have a glass out, put contacts in. Am I right or wrong? Because what was that question about?
No, I was not believing that was Miss Pizarro. I said that could be the other half of Miss Pizarro.
Okay.
That's why
I
asked that
I'm glad
question.
I was able to ask you that, because I said, wow.
Yeah.
You said you got up there, you said, I want to ask one thing. Do you have contacts on? I'm thinking to myself, she asking that question because she still believes Pizarro, maybe Pizarro got her glasses out. That's what I went through my mind. See, that's why you got to ask people stuff. Everybody tend to take things a different way because nobody else. And then a few minutes later, Pizarro even said, I wonder why He-Way asked that question. And I didn't figure it out, but that's what went through my mind. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because,
Miss
people.
Bless, were you there? All the
That's
way?
what I'm telling you. I was
Okay.
there when you got on the panel and asked that question.
Okay. Let's hold on that particular question. When I got up there and I asked that young lady, do you having, I think I asked her if she wear contacts or she having contacts. That was the question. She said no. Right? She did not hesitate or think about it. She said no. As I got off the platform, then she said, oh, I think, no, I wear contacts sometimes, and sometimes I even wear glasses.
Right.
And I got my answer right there. I formed my opinion right there. Because for me, and I don't care who is mad with me. Like I said, nobody could censor me. For me, if I'm wearing glasses and you come and ask me, do you wear contacts, right? Not everybody could wear contact lens, right? Because sometimes of your eyes. The reason I asked that, because the picture that I saw, right, that was floating around, the lens was very thick. So I was looking at the young lady, was reading from the chat. So I said, let me go ask this question. And that's why I asked her if she had contact. And she said, no. That's the reason I asked that question.
Okay. Well, I was just asking, but then I don't know. I wasn't really reading the chat, so I don't know if they were dragging you or not. But I do remember you getting up there saying that, and I remember not being able to stay there the whole time. And I was thinking at that point, I don't know, but I'm glad I asked you. I just wanted to ask. No shade, no nothing.
No problem, Miss Bless. I don't take everything that thick. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Because the young lady didn't even have to answer me. She could have said, what is that to you? It's none of your business.
And you're right. A couple of minutes after she said, I wear them, but I don't have any on. Say something, hey, Miss Cruiser. Miss Cruiser?
Hey, Bless. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want you to start talking. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Keep
I
going.
always try to find my camera, but I can never find it. Oh, let me try it again. No, it's not working.
Okay.
But yeah, this me.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Well, you fell off. Go ahead, Heat Wave, keep going till she get it together. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring her back.
so that was my reason. And then then I went back up there, went back for the second time, and I know I was pushing it. And I went back and I asked if I could see either her hands or her fingers. I
Oh, you
asked Miss
did?
Pizarro first, and
Her
then that was
hands
my
and
second
fingers?
question.
Well,
Hmm?
I left at that point. Why'd you want to see her hands and fingers? I wasn't there, didn't you? Said, Miss Pizarro, you showing some food, girl. Miss Pizarro. Well, I don't know that Miss Pizarro, she shows herself not food, so I'm not gonna bring on. Keep going.
That was the question. That was it, and I was
But,
done
but,
because
but, but why you wanted to see her hands and feet?
I'm not gonna say that because if she had
Oh,
showed it,
okay.
I was gonna say why. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. Well, then I think I'm guessing though, because I remember when them pictures first came out, what it's been almost a year or a year ago or something like that. And they were showing some lady sitting against the wall, a full figure lady sitting against the wall. And that was this one lady, the pictures he had, the same one Stanky Baby showed the other day. And they showed her head. Well, they showed everything, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe you want to see, still want to be satisfied, either it was or not. So that's just something. I, it was me. I can't turn. Oh, you can't turn your camera. Okay, girl. Because okay, I'm gonna bring you on and just talk because I know your voice. Say something, Miss
Okay,
Cruiser.
can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Are you able to hear
Yeah, I
me?
know you can bring you on just showing no
Okay.
food.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't turn my camera. I'm in this building. And I can't turn my camera or do anything in here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
So
Let Miss Face. I mean Miss Heatwave finish her thought real fast. Go
okay.
ahead.
I'm
All right.
I'm done,
Y'all
Miss
you're at work
Bless.
and in a hurry. You need to go ahead and say something. I know you're at work.
No, she can go.
No,
I'm be
I'm
Go
done.
smacking.
ahead.
I'm done.
I'm putting
I'm
my.
done. I'm done.
Okay, well, hold on, Heatwave. Let's see, Miss Cruiser, what's up? Well, both of y'all on mute. I had went on mute for a minute, y'all, because I needed to call the nail shop. My person that deal with me, she had a doctor's appointment. She won't be into one, so that's cool. But I don't like evening stuff. Depending on what else I'm doing, if I make it this evening, I might have to wait till the morning. Go right ahead, anybody.
Oh, okay. Hey, Heat Wave. Heat Wave. I was agreeing with you earlier. Can y'all
Hello,
hear me?
Miss
I'm at work
Boozer.
and this building is awful to working to try to get any reception in. Um, but yeah, I was agreeing with you when you were saying that marriage is a contract, it's a business. I know it's more than that, it's spiritual and blah blah blah, but for the most part, it's contractual. So some people are together for business reasons, no type of romantic or we in love reasons. Sometimes it's over, it's just over. But the business part of it kind of keeps you together because it's a little bit easier to maneuver. Cause that I don't know whether any of y'all ever did property settlement agreements, but they are monsters. Um, so concerning the whole situation that's going on YouTube right now, um, you know, you can't really judge if somebody's separated, but they still together. Like if they're still together romantically, in a sense, if that makes sense. Um, because there are some people who are separated and not divorced, and really, really not with their spouse for real. But I think the bigger issue. Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm
Yes,
just
Miss
trying to.
Boozer.
So, so I think the bigger issue that we're looking at is that everybody's missing is I. It's not an issue with me that he's only separated. The issue with me is that he has so many unresolved issues going on
Right.
that he
Yeah.
needs to really resolve before he goes into a relationship. If he
Mm-hmm.
cares for her, he will say, you know what? I got all this stuff going on. Give me a minute. Let me get this resolved, and I'll get back with you.
Mhm.
And then even bigger than that is what they are doing to those children. I hope that his wife saw my comment on her thing. I said, look, you know, do y'all love your children more than y'all love the conflict that's going on? You need to decide whether you love your children more, not for the purpose of getting back together, but for the purpose of acting like y'all got some sense. Because right now, what they're doing to those children is horrible. What those children are they're witnessing is horrible. It's dreadful, and it is going to make an impact on their lives. So at some point, the two of them are going to have to say, you know what? However, the little boy got here, I think it's a son they have. However, he got here, he's here. And we need to make some decisions that's best for him. Anything going on with us is not more important than he is. And they need to find a way to get along for the sake of theirs. Not get back together. They don't never get back together as far as I'm concerned. But they need to find a way to resolve all this for that child. Um, but that separation thing, I would I date somebody that's separated? No. And the funny thing about me saying that is that I'm hypocritical because I'm separated and date. But a lot of people, I would have to make sure they don't have no unresolved issues because I wouldn't go into any type of relationship with any man, divorced, single, separated, with all those issues that he has.
And I'm glad you brought that part up because I didn't think about the children. I don't know if he got children with all the
I
women or
too.
whatever. But, huh? What
I
you say?
myself, yes, Miss Cruiser. I didn't even think about the kids.
Yeah, I didn't think about kids. I don't know if he got kids with every wife, and I do agree with. I think he took baggage into each relationship. Um, I mean, and we don't know for sure what's going on. Cause like I said, I can't, really judge too much, but, and I'm not trying to judge peace, love, I'm just trying to pick this thing up. But a red flag for me, if I was still out there dating, would be, cause first of all, I want to know, about the business part of, do you got credit? Do you got a job? You got something going on in your life? I don't even want to be no man that got bad credit. Let me know he don't take care of business. So it is the business. I mean, these days it looks like you got to get an application and having to fill it out. You know what I'm saying? It's business for real. But yeah, so I think he took a lot of baggage. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I didn't think about the children. Did somebody mention you had children? Okay, Voodoo said, I heard there are two kids, a 21-year-old and a baby around 2 or 3. Really, he got a little toddler. Now the 21-year-old is old enough to make up his mind, make a decision, do whatever, moved on or whatever. But the baby, yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think about that part of it. But now I'm glad he ain't got that many kids out of them 4 wives. Well, all the kids won't be affected. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
21-year-old and one baby. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So he had no children with all these women. Just the one, probably was from his first marriage. And he's 47, been married for a time. I'll say, yeah, please misspell y'all curse words, y'all. And let me say this, y'all. I really enjoyed this positive chat. You know what I'm saying? I really am. You know what I'm saying? I really am. So I don't want to be messy this morning. See, I'm enjoying just a clean talk like this. Good morning, Linda B. But go ahead, who want to talk? Because I had to tell Ms. Cruz I didn't know nothing about children.
Miss Cruiser,
Hello.
you have the floor. I'm on
I'm
mute.
sorry, y'all.
She's
Y'all,
at work
when I
too. Go
when I
ahead.
tell you I'm tearing this food up, trying not to chew in y'all ear. But and I don't lose, I usually work from home, but we're in office today. But anyway, one other thing that they said last night that bothered me, that Ross said, she said, how did she put it? Did she trick you with a baby or trap you with the baby? Ladies and gentlemen, a woman cannot trap a man with a baby. There is nothing that you can shoot or secrete from your body to make yourself get pregnant. Gentlemen, that having babies is your decision. If you don't release that seed, there is no baby. So I wish that women would stop saying somebody trapped somebody with a baby. It ain't possible. He made the final decision to have that child. So I didn't know what that part was all about. But it seems like one other thing, and I'll be done. Um, I think it was unfair for Raul to let that man get up there and assassinate that woman's character, the wife's character, and not give her the opportunity to defend herself or to give her side. We only heard his side. We haven't heard her side. And people are like, well, she just wanted to get up there to be messy. How we know that? We don't know that lady. We're just hearing what he's saying. How we know he's telling the truth? We don't know that.
Watch that. I know from what I heard, how you have sources to tell you that she was trying to get up there and Raw wouldn't let her up. So she actually kind of like dragged the woman or whatever. Okay, I get it. It was another thing I had in my mind too, but if we keep going, I'll think about it again. Go ahead.
But
But I
yeah, I
didn't.
wish they would have gave her an opportunity because I'm gonna tell you, I just we don't know, we wasn't there, but I just can't imagine this woman beating him and him saying, "Stop, don't hit me." Let me tell you something. This joker look like the type that would knock you into next week. The way he was yelling and screaming and then he said he didn't say if a woman hits you, call the cops and make sure that she's locked up. No, he said if a woman hits you and you can't hit her back, you get your cousin, your sister, your friend to beat her down. The man is valid. He's angry and he's valid. That's the character that he was showing last night that I saw.
Okay, so let me say this. When I peeked over there at Peace Love, everybody, like I said earlier, was talking nice and calm, with no hollering, none of that. But you see on Raw's a panel, he got a little loud,
That
huh?
Joker was
He
out.
dropped out,
He was out. He was out.
huh?
No, I put it on. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you talking low, but I'm listening hard. I'm getting you. But I'm asking you a question because I didn't look at the whole thing piece of love because I didn't know what was going on and everything was like quiet and it was at a middle tempo, and all like that. And he wasn't talking loud. They was just talking, and I was just thinking, well, it's just a little talking. I moved on. But you saying that he was kind of loud over there at Raw B's panel?
Yes. Yes. He
Oh, I
was
have to watch
loud
that. Okay, and
and
then I remember
angry and cussing and threatening and he said he wished that MF would.
you're
Why,
right, Julie.
why, oh, sorry, why women are so quick to judge, to be so hard on another sister because for a man. I wonder if that is because I never really checked up to get the true definition of male identified. I wonder if maybe that's the definition of it. Because if you don't know the wife, you were not there, you don't know what's going on. Listen, the red flag for me, forget all the red flags, what we point out earlier about the baggage and taking over and the marriage is not quite over and jumping into a relationship. Forget all of that. Any man, any person that wearing a pants, you gotta go up there in front of strangers. I don't even care if y'all are YouTubers together. At the end of the day, you walk that woman down. Y'all are a couple. Y'all have a child together. I will think that's the person that have the current wife, and you're going to go and assassinate her. What kind of man is that? So if you are the new girlfriend and you think you're exempt, baby. Just wait. You better run in the opposite direction because I know I would have run in the opposite direction. A man got to be a man, no matter what. If you're going to say, I'm a man, I'm the person who is going to take you, I'm going to shelter you and all of that, but you just destroy another sister. Who am I? You don't even know me like that. I am not living with you. And if the woman that you share, whether you share 1 month, 6 months, whatever, that woman give you an ear, whether it's a girl, a boy, whatever, and you could treat her like that. I ain't give you shit yet, but some hey, let me calm down. I ain't give
And let
you
me say this
anything
too.
yet that's gonna carry on. And you let me stop. Anyway, go on, Miss Bless.
Yeah, and when Miss Cruz was talking, I be wanting to answer to some things that she be saying. So now let me answer to the kid part before I forget. A lot of women think that if they have a baby, it's gonna keep the man there with them. And young ladies, y'all need to know children do not hold men. You see a man with separated, divorce you in a minute, and get with another woman with children, take care of her children. You know what I'm saying? A baby never have and never will hold a man. So don't think that when you have a baby with a man, you tying them down, especially if they don't want to be tied down with a baby. That's going to run them away even quicker, fast, in a hurry, whatever. So I wanted to answer that. What else did you say I want to go into? I'll think about it as we talking. But if this man, that's another red flag. If he over there hollering, and he is, because y'all both saying it over there on Raw's panel, Peace Love is seeing all of that. She's seeing the temper the guy have. So Peace Love, ain't nobody trying to get in your business and tell you who to date or what to do, but just be careful, huh? Because it sounds like it's a lot of red flags. But like she said, she's dating. She ain't trying to get married anyway or whatever. But still, if he's raising his voice like that, he's abusive. And the first time he get abusive with you, baby, you know what to do. You're a grown woman, you know what to do. And I ain't mad at you, and I'm not dragging. That's all I need to say. Carry on, y'all. Hey,
Another
Anthony
thing,
Smith.
another red flag that we usually miss. Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. Another red flag we usually miss is this: if I meet somebody and they're automatically talking trash about their ex, for me that's a red flag. I'm gonna tell you why. There's no use in me talking trash about my ex. I chose him. Not only did I choose him, I had kids prior. So now I'm a dog him out. You know what I'm saying? There had to be something good about him for me to have chosen him. So to me, dogging out your ex is a character flaw. Um, and then I know that if we don't work out, you're gonna dog me out. I'm gonna be the first. Then I'm gonna be that bitch you used to be married to.
Mhm.
I always would check that. Check that when he comes in telling you everything wrong with or she, because we can't make this. We can't make this all the man's fault because sometimes it's the woman's fault, sometimes it's the man's fault, sometimes it's just neither person's fault. But if the person comes in telling
Yeah,
you
trash
everything
talk.
that
She
the ex
is
is
whispering,
wrong,
but we just try to listen real hard. Cause I'm
okay, let
listening
me show
real
y'all
hard.
why. This is why I'm whispering. I'm at work. I'm at work, y'all.
Okay,
I'm at work.
but I can hear you though. She's asking is you whispering. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. But yeah. So yeah, if the man
You
comes
see,
in and
oh, she so
if
low
he
that sorry, Miss Cruz.
No, Miss
yeah
Cruz is
yeah
at work, so bomb. She's at work, so she don't want to talk loud.
People have to remember there are different type of abuse. I think there's six different types of abuse. There's physical abuse. Okay. Then we have verbal abuse. Verbal slash emotional. We have sexual abuse. Let me see. They have financial abuse. And there is mental abuse. I think to me, that and sexual abuse to me is the worst.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
and I think they have about two more, but that's all that could come to mind right now. Thank you.
Matter. Go
Oh,
ahead. I'm
sorry.
listening.
is
Everyone
this
is
better?
just
Can y'all
speaking
hear me
about
better?
the physical abuse, you know?
Yes,
So
Miss
so
Cruz.
one is dishing out physical abuse, right? And the other one maybe doing all the rest because that person, whatever happened over there, I did not look at it. So, and if he was in that, of that rage, so you could just imagine, right? So that person now is gonna come out with action. I'm gonna hit you. You're gonna tell me this. We don't know because if you could do that on a platform that everybody you don't even know who's when you still attach that woman. I could just imagine what's going on behind the doors. I'm
And I
sorry.
think, and all of those abuse is bad. Mental is bad. Some ladies really have breakdowns, go crazy behind a man. I ain't that much love in the world. Abuse is bad. Ain't no telling what they're gonna break. Probably kill you, brain down. What if that's bad? And then also financial abuse is bad. I don't know. You might get you homeless and put out on the street. All of it's bad. All of it. I can't think of one
True.
that's more worse than the other. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, verbal abuse can hurt you worse than physical abuse. Sometimes worse. Cut words can cut so deep. And even if you forgive, you can't forget because you can't forget how certain things made you feel. And when you think about it, it's gonna be another hurt all over again. So all of it, I can't, say which one is worse. I just praise God that my marriage worked, and I seen friends and family go through things, and I didn't go through that. Thank God. But I don't know. And then I pray about my marriage. So, and it's still good even at our age. Believe me, y'all. People, I had one of my nieces on my husband's side. Do y'all still do it? I said, yeah, we still do it.
That's
We ain't dead.
personal.
Yeah, well, she actually, I said, we ain't dead. I mean, I'm
Yes.
human. What the couples do? Shit.
Um, listen, my parents been
But
married
not, but
56 or
not like the
57.
young folks.
I
They
don't even
ain't
want to
all like
know.
that. It's far in between. Far
I'm
in
sure they
between.
do, but I don't want to know about it.
I know you don't, but I said no, because like I said, you know what I'm saying? We
Mm,
talk, my nieces ask questions, I tell them things too. Like I said, but anyway, people be asking,
but
questions
yeah,
like that, because
so
they think when you get over 50, you just dead. No, when woman
oh,
is
you
at a
ain't dead,
60,
honey.
at 50, well, probably 35 or 40, that's why men run out of gas when they get that age. They can't get it on all the time. When they start hitting 35, 40, they be tired and wore out. A woman, that's why older women need a younger man. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you keep up with her. These old men can't keep up with her. Shoot.
True.
It
Okay, this
True.
depends on some of them can if
huh?
they took
Yes,
care of
they take it from
themselves.
Marraige.
If they took care of themselves, they can. If they ain't on high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that medicine, they can. They
I can see you. It worked the same way as yours, Dr. Ari, if you young. Same
Oh
way.
Lord.
That same,
This
baby.
blessed they want to know all your business, huh?
I know. I know. I'm getting a little something,
look.
something.
Y'all ain't hear about all that those STDs going on in them senior citizen homes. They doing something around there.
Well, I'm glad if
Uh-huh.
I was ever one, my husband would be with me, so I ain't worried about getting none of that kind of stuff.
I'm just saying. My point is they doing something.
Yeah,
Right,
oh, yeah,
right.
they're doing something. Exactly. They better
So
get.
bomb. Can you hear me now? So bomb said I
I
was in the
can hear you.
closet.
I can hear you better. I can hear you better.
Yeah, I took my headphones out, my
Oh,
Bluetooth out, because So bomb said I sound like I was in the closet.
yeah, yeah, I know. And it sounded like you was whispering. Somebody else said,
It's
"Yeah, you was talking low," but
I'm gonna tell
I
you,
was
these gonna be
very
some
careful.
long. It's gonna be some long 2 days. You know, I'm used to working from home and doing like I want, so it's gonna be a long
Yeah.
2 days.
So you had to
And
actually go in the
somebody
office.
said to go to the lunch lounge. I am in the lunch room. This is the lunch room.
Well, we can hear you good now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's the
hearing
lunch
better
room.
now, oh
Been
Miss
watching
Rose.
TV.
Mm-hmm. Much
Uh,
better.
Hmm. But
well,
yeah,
I get it.
so hopefully they heard what I was saying about not talking. You watch those people who talk junk about their ex when they get with you. Want to
That's
say
another thing.
everything
That's
wrong
the thing
the ex
about
did.
Miss Cruiser. First of all, I know me as a woman, I wouldn't talk about no other relationship when I'm in my new relationship. Don't nobody do that. You know, and don't no men be telling all their business about their ex-woman to another woman. That's another red flag. Why would you do that? And ain't no woman got no business, even if
Trifling.
you with somebody for the first time, they ain't never been with nobody, got no business telling no man all the business, all the family. You
Mm-hmm.
don't tell no man every damn thing about you and vice versa. So that's another red flag. You over there
Yep.
talking about what relationship in this other woman had? Oh,
Right.
no, no,
Exactly.
uh,
Exactly.
Yep.
no, you don't do that. I some things I ain't told my husband. I don't tell him all of my family. And look how long we've been together. You know, come on now. You just don't do that. And we know
Hmm.
everything about everybody, but he don't know all. I don't tell my nieces and nephews and sisters and stuff personal business to my husband. You just don't tell all. You just don't do that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know. You just don't do that. No. And I don't want to know his siblings' personal businesses because it's not my business. And it's not his either, really. But if you know something, no, I don't want to. I don't, carry on, ladies.
Well, I hope that peace, love makes some right decisions, and I hope that situation between that man and that woman. I hope that they uh, walk away in peace, so they can co-parent and raise that son well.
I
Oh,
know.
I know if I knew this lady, like like it's somebody I'm acquainted with or whatever. I'm speaking of the wife. I would tell her just say good riddance to
And
old news.
what men do y'all know? Well, I guess it's a lot these days, this generation, you know what I'm saying? But record phone calls with his wife. Now, girl, now
What?
that's something. She
What you
just
say,
said
Miss
he recorded a
Bless?
phone call with him and his wife. No, don't a man do that.
What? See,
Yeah.
And I
see,
can understand if he's trying to do it for court matters
court
and to prove
exactly, Miss
something,
Cruiser.
but to come and play it on social media, in front of thousands of people that could potentially hear it, shows a bit of immaturity.
Yeah, that's
I
very
can't even
immature.
answer because I get too beside myself. So I'm just gonna listen to certain things. Go ahead.
Wow. That's a sign of how manipulative he is. Oh, yeah. Wow. I'll say. Well, ladies, it's been grand. Anything, keep going if y'all got more y'all want to talk about because I didn't plan on staying this long. But when I went on mute, I know y'all saw me when I went on mute. I was calling the shop to see if I can come. The lady who I do my nails and stuff, she won't be into one. She had a doctor's appointment. So if I'm not busy at one, I'll go there. If not, I'm a morning person. I like to get up here and run and take care of my business. Like yesterday, I knew I had more bags to make up. I had tons of stuff, big bags of chicken, fish, lamb, all that kind of stuff. And then I had the side stuff, the cookies. And I made up the rest of the bags, got rid of them, and passed them all out on our way. And me and my husband was out yesterday. On yesterday, I had to eat a late brunch and an early lunch. And actually, we went to the next place. What time did we get in last
You know what? Can I
night?
say
Mhm.
something?
Yeah, go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt you, Miss Bless.
Okay.
Something I just thought about. Okay, it was just myself and you the two of us, right? And then Miss
Right,
Cruiser came up. Look at that, right? The things that
right,
Miss Cruiser touched on. Both of us up here did not think about even the children. She
right.
brought us more information, make things clear, and all of that. See that? So we do not think alike, right? We do not think alike. Sometimes what I may ask or I may bring to the table, and next one that would be something far away from what they will even think about. Is that a reason for you to be saying, "Oh, why that person say that? Person have to be up to no good?" No, no, and that's why they have what you call that what you call Miss Cruiser, what you call the meeting when the oh the head of a company,
The
they're
CEO,
huh
the CEO.
right, when they have the meeting, man, when everybody's in behind that room, in that room with that big table, what to call that? Oh my god.
I don't know what you call it, but
You
that's
know,
why I'm
like
here
when
at.
you're discussing about
Yeah,
the progress of a company, what you're gonna
yeah,
do, changes. You know what I mean?
right,
That,
right.
and that's why they have so many different. They don't have one person. No successful company could take care of business by themselves. They need all of those
Hmm.
people to be there, and they go around and they see what is what, and up and down, and what we could do, and then they come to
Exactly. Sharing
decisions, right?
ideas, coming up with thoughts and
Correct,
exactly.
correct,
Listen,
correct.
you hear them. That's why I'm having to work in the office for 2 days because we're all coming in from different departments, heads. Oops, I mean people from different departments, and we're having to discuss some issues.
Mm-hmm.
So y- you bring different issues, you argue, you
Correct.
debate, and everything, but
Yep.
and here's another thing, like Jay Wilson said, if it's done on YouTube, we're gonna talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
And down here, everybody gonna grab hold of that one thing if it's done on YouTube. You right, but that's what I'm doing this
Absolutely.
morning. Like I say, I really ain't had nothing to talk about this morning, Miss Cruiser. But and when one thing go on the beach sector, everybody grab onto it. And I said, well, since I'm trying to get back in the algorithm, thanks for putting it like
There you
that.
go,
Because
algorithm.
I've been saying aneurysm,
Hmm.
algorithm, to pronounce, um, I said, because I really started not to come on again in the morning because to me, ain't nothing going on. Everybody grabbed the same thing, all the time, So I said, let me
Hmm.
just, come on before I go to the shop. But like I
Are you
said, I
working?
can't, huh?
I know you missed me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You didn't
sorry.
do
I'm
it
sorry
live
about
this
that.
morning either,
Hold on.
huh? He wants to control the narrative really bad. Now the records to play on social media is definitely jacked up. Good afternoon, Dolly. Tara's info. And I'm really enjoying this live, y'all. Reminds me when I first started doing lives, when I didn't have to have, a lot of trolls and stuff. And I keep saying I want to do some positive stuff. But people don't like positive, but that's fine. That's why I'm doing stuff in other sectors. That's why I watch all kind of stuff. But those that was texting me to see whether I was okay, this and that, they miss me. Some of them here, some of them not. I'm here, y'all, doing positive, but that's fine too. Catch it when you can. Good morning, Monique. So yeah, I'm really enjoying. I really is. It's pleasant. That's it. You're looking. Not yet. Remember, I was telling you, my son asked me, "Mom, don't you want a fur baby? Don't you want a pet?" I said, "Yes." So he's looking for me, what I want, and I told him I don't want no big dog. I want a little house dog. It could be a show hour. It could be something like this. No, he gonna give me one. He probably have it in here before Christmas because he asked me, "Don't you?" I'm saying, "Yes, I do." So I don't know what kind it's gonna be, but I have my person. Because if I was to get a big dog, I would get a German Shepherd. I don't want no bulldog. I don't want that big. I like German Shepherds. They're very smart, and you can train them to do everything. And that's why policemen like German Shepherds. I want a full blooded. I don't want no rock wilder. I want a German Shepherd if I had a big one, but I can't get a big one because I'm in an apartment. And an apartment to me, for me, is too small for a big animal. But to some people, they have big animals, but that's them. But me, no, I don't want that like that. Good morning, Tara. But I ain't gonna be putting it in the bed with me like that puppy pooped in that lady's mouth. Did I ever show y'all that story? I told y'all a
Ugh.
little bit. She ended up in
Ugh.
the hospital. I, I'm
Ugh.
gonna have I'm gonna have to put that on my computer board. I come back and talk about it, or do an upload on it. And just gross, and she really got sick because
Ugh.
some of it went in her mouth. I'm gonna find it for you. Keep talking. Let me find it.
Mm. Oh my
Keep
God.
talking.
Mm.
Way while I find that story for y'all. Hold on.
Yeah. So, well, the what I was looking that meeting, the boardroom when they're making different changes in Sotec company meeting, the board meeting. So they get in the office and that big round table and everybody, the supervisors is going to what company, and that is how things thrive. Other than that, no one person could run anything, unless you're running your home, and then it takes, if you're head of household, yes, you know but
I found
they
it.
said two heads is better than one, right?
Exactly. I found it though. The woman hospitalized for 3 days after dog
Wow.
poops on her face while sleeping.
Mm.
Then the other story say woman hospitalized for 3 days after a dog pooped in her mouth. Oh
Mm.
Lord, they got the picture. I'm going to find the picture and show y'all what
Oh
if
Lord.
y'all don't see the picture, it's gonna be gross. But a woman taking a nap with her mouth open. You know, sometimes when people snoring and they're sleeping hard and their mouth be open a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder why his butt was turned upward where she at. Anyway, her dog pooped in her mouth. Amanda Gomo and her daughter were looking after their chihuahua named Belle, who was suffering from gastrointestinal, something wrong with his stomach,
Mm-hmm.
distress when the incident occurred. I guess that means he couldn't hold his bowels.
Yeah.
I was having my
Mm.
afternoon nap with Belle, like I always do when I suddenly felt something squirt in my mouth, she told the news. I rushed to the bathroom and my son was in the shower. So before I washed it out, I had time to take a quick nap. What you mean? Just,
What?
Let me show y'all the picture. Let me show y'all the picture, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the picture of her. And you can see the poop on her face.
Mm.
Y'all probably ain't gonna want to see it. It is gross, but I'm gonna show it to y'all anyhow. And I guess I'm gonna have to read the whole story. I can't. I'm about to eat lunch. Okay, black out for a second, baby. Jill's comfort zone. Cause I want black out for 1 second. Okay, because she said she can't eat. But I agree. German shepherds are the smartest dogs in the canine family in the river woods. Undeniable, they are. And I can't think of a way. If I get it, I would keep it in my son's yard. Let me see. I got to show y'all this. I have to show y'all this so y'all can know I'm telling y'all the absolute truth. See that poop on that lady face? Can y'all see that? You see it? He wait. You see it? He wait.
Yes, Miss Bless. Oh my
You see it?
God. Ew.
Yeah. Ain't that something, y'all?
Ew.
I wouldn't have them sleep with me anyway. They had their own bed.
Mm.
Now I'll come back, Jill. I just showed it for a second.
Mm-mm.
Just so y'all can know I'm not exaggerating. That's out there like that for real.
Mm.
Okay. And she got sick because when he pooped in her mouth, I guess she must have swallowed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
Jesus. Okay, since I done made it on here this long, it's 9:47 my time. Maybe I'll go on to the top of the hour. But see, I was meant to still have just talking about something positive. I really loved it. I really did.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah,
Miss
I
Bless.
really did. I didn't have to do, because like I said, I don't be want to be, all the time fussing, arguing, talking about the mess
Right.
all the time. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't. You know, and then people say do it because they're bringing numbers. I don't. If I got the habit that way, I want it. To each his
True.
own. I want to do
Yeah.
something different sometimes. I don't want.
Correct.
I'm not. No.
And
Because
you
if
have
it's
your hardcore supporters. They're gonna come anyway.
anyway, no matter what I
That's
watch,
right.
what I talk about, like some of them, they're gonna catch the replay today too. Because like I said, I had a lot
Yeah,
of people text
correct.
me. A lot of people texting me. It was all okay. What's going on? When you coming back and all this kind of stuff. But now let's face it, human nature. Well, in this sector, like the mess first,
Mm-hmm.
But I be watching everything he weighed.
Yeah.
I be everywhere, and I'm amazed that I used to think starting to be set there and do switch and bake. In other words, build yourself up, then go do what you want to do. You don't have to do that because I see a lot of people being on here a year, 6,000 and up sub 20, 30,000. and they have hella people watching them. You know, I actually see people that even with their replays, they might have 30, 40,000 people watching them. Some been on here since 2019. You know, like I have, especially that Philly Field lady that was covering the Tim Norman case. You look at some of my videos, she didn't have 50,000 people and I'm watching her. I'm 20,000, 30,000. Then caught the replay. And I'm saying, damn, you ain't got to be doing no beef. Just get a nice, good story and, you know, just do some stuff. So,
That's
so
true.
I've been over in the B sector, not looking around. And I always did, but not as much. I've been looking around lately. That's because I'm studying everywhere else to really figure out which way I want to go for real. And
Hmm.
I've been enjoying watching stuff. Miss J, ain't nobody still on this morning because I want to be in the algorithm, aneurysm, whatever. Ain't nobody, a lot of people that text me saying they find out like you did late. I'm almost ready out because ain't nobody, I'm not in the aneurysm. Ain't nobody really getting my thing. And I only know a few people I can communicate with to say that I'm going live.
Yeah.
It's a couple of things. So a lot of people not getting it, but see, I need to come on all week. And I keep saying I need to come on at least twice a day so I can get back in the aneurysm.
Hmm.
I know one and the only, I'm trying to get back in the aneurysm, algorithm. That's okay though. Y'all can find out late. I'm going to put it on my community board for anybody want to watch the replay as well. I figure after maybe 2 or 3 more times, I'll be back over there, back in the aneurysm and whatever.
But
Uh,
you were missed, Miss Bless.
huh?
You were missed.
I
I know I
know
missed
people
you.
were
Yeah.
texting me. Way people were texting me on my YouTube number.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
concerned. The
yeah.
first thing you saying, I hope Miss Bless is okay. And then I said, you know what? Maybe Miss Bless taking a little time off for herself, you know?
But every now and then I would put a post on my community board,
Mm.
and y'all know I've been taking care of my baby too over there too. And then I'm gonna start taking care of him. I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months.
Oh, and
So when I need
congratulations.
to get back to work, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody else to watch the baby, just like my granddaughter.
Right.
You know, we didn't want her going nowhere yet. That's too
Congrats
young.
on Miss
So,
Bless.
so like
Congrats.
last week, I went over
Mm-hmm.
there to watch her while she go get her nails
Oh.
done, you know, and stuff like that. I'm gonna check on her when I get up here because I got some Pampers. Uh, I want to, you know, I got her a couple things, cases of Pampers I want to take over. If y'all want to bless my grandbaby, go right ahead. Everybody else asks for everything. That's, you know, let me, if y'all want to bless my grandbaby, go right ahead. But I got a couple of things of Pampers I'm going to take over there. He's cute. I put him on a community board when he was born. I'm
Oh.
going to take another picture and put him up there so y'all can see how he's looking now.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so ain't nobody get my thing. You know, that's Heat Wave. The one and only, that's Heat Wave. We've been over here talking about marriage, stuff like that. And what inspired me to talk about it was I was watching some of Miss Perzaro this morning. That's why I also came on late. And I was talking about the peace and love situation. So one thing led to another. So it led to us talking about the marriage and the red flags and stuff like that. Because I didn't get the full understanding because I didn't know it started from Libya. And I'm recapping because I'm gonna be off in a minute. When she did an interview with the Bomb Cherry person, I didn't know who Bomb Cherry was. Then I find out they're from a different sector, the atmosphere, whatever over there. And peace and love, gorgeous guy. And she said everybody knew about itself. It's just getting to the beef sector. Been married 4 times. That's a red flag. You know, I just found out right now while I've been live this morning, you have 2 children, 21, and the toddler is either 2 or 3. And I believe it's not the woman, it's the man. Maybe taking baggages into the next thing, thinking the next relationship, and thinking all women act the same. What else we been talking about? Heat wave in a nutshell, huh?
Yeah. That's it.
No, Tree turned on you. No, Tree did not turn on Heat Wave. Everybody thought for a minute last week, Tracy and Faith. Heat Wave, did you know people thought that you and Tracy fell out?
Why would they think so?
I don't know.
See?
I heard that last week. People were thinking that maybe because I know, so you visit everybody just like Paulette visit everybody. Maybe they thought that. I don't know. But
Mm.
no, they did not fall out, you guys. Hey,
Oh
sweetness.
man.
And see, this happened yesterday. Everybody started getting my notification late, and they were telling me they didn't get no notification. And like I said, I only know 3 months that I can text, you know, let them know when I'm going live. I'm gonna make me some more minds though. Because I want Laurie Axel, I've been looking for her for a long time, and I'm not gonna move her for whenever she come back. I remember a couple times she left for a long, long, long time. But I hope wherever she's here, she's okay. If anybody ever see Laurie Axel, because I've been asking about her. And I moved a few of them that don't be here because I figured they moved on, like that. So I added one yesterday. I added who was that? Outside April, I'm gonna add a few more, like that. So I'm trying to get me some different mods too. I'll be
Miss
looking to
Bless,
see.
I'm one person, people may not understand, but so many people, pass you and, maybe promise certain things and whatever. I'm a type of person like this. If I am, drawn to you or whatever, and sometimes things will happen, right? We're all
Mhm.
humans. And I am not like how people when they got the mad day and they start spilling stuff and they showing trading like we spoke and the look at the email or look at the what they call the text and look at this see all of that. That I look at that as trash. And the conversation, the tape conversation, that blow me out all the time because I'm like, okay, unless your device is set up like that and you could go
Mhm.
back and it's taped automatically, you have nothing, you have no control of it. Because how
Mhm.
are you we're speaking right now, Miss Bliss, I have nothing with you, and we have a more personal relationship offline. I ain't call no damn backseat nothing because you're in Hollywood. Offline, right? So
Uh-huh.
we have this relationship. Why, in the name of the Lord, I am going to go into this relationship with you, and then I'm thinking way ahead. Oh, you know what? Let me tape her. Let me tape this conversation. That mean you went in. You went in that way. That's fake. That's fake. Why would you think that way?
Yeah,
For
I'm
when
gonna
a
hear.
crazy day come, let me hold this against that person. You know what I would call the person? I don't care what. If even that person speaking,
No, wait
they
a
could
minute.
say
How
the
did
most
I do that,
derogatory
y'all?
thing. The person who's delivering the message, that is the person I'd be more afraid of. Because you were thinking about that while we were speaking? No. Mm-mm. Nope. No. So if even something happened, it ain't gonna be no mad. They're here to say, oh, you see this, you see that. That other person will have to do that. Not me. Not me. I don't have time for that. I'm too grown for that crap. I'm too grown for that. Because if we had a relationship or we have a relationship and that's offline and nobody knew about it and how deep a relationship is, why should I wait when the crazy day come and I'm bringing everybody into it and said, you see this? That's nonsense. That's childish. That's childish. And if the person wants to do that, here, unless, like I would say, unless you're lying on me, and I would ask you to correct it. And if you don't, maybe that's the only time if there is any proof anywhere. You understand? I would say, look, here it is. But other than that, no, I don't have time for that. Nope, nope. Mm-mm. Certain age group could do things like that, and that's norm. But for grown people to be, no, I ain't got no time for that.
Blocking out.
No, Miss Bliss.
I don't got. Listen, I got 2%. I just noticed that, and it
Okay,
start
Miss
kicking me
Bliss.
out.
So
Wait
I'm
a
gonna
minute. I
exit
want to ask
now.
you. Okay, I got my
Mm.
thing. I got it plugged. I have to plug it up and get back in. All right, let me see. Can y'all hear me now? Because at first I was two of me talking. Let
Yeah,
me
you
see
were
this
far
one.
away. You weren't hearing you for a minute. So,
Oh,
Miss Bliss, it was
okay.
nice being here. Thank
But
you so
but
much.
I
Mm.
missed. Hold on, I missed what you were saying.
Oh,
Um,
I was
and
saying, right?
I
Mm.
was trying to type at the time to her right here, and I was trying to type, "Thank you, Tara, for being here. Appreciate you." I was trying to type and tell everybody thank you, but I need to try to come on again because I need her to get back in algorithm because ain't nobody getting a notification. Y'all not the only one telling me this in the chat. Like I said, people been texting me. Now let me see you back here real quick. Okay. So yeah, hold on. Let me see. That's what happened. And I knew when I first came on, I saw the 53%, and I meant to plug this up, but I forgot. Oh, wait, you back
Yes, Miss
there? Oh,
Bless.
okay. I thought somebody was back there. Somebody, is you putting something in the private chat?
No, no, no. I don't even know how to work
Okay,
that.
then that must be the thing messed up when that 2% stuff start kicking me out. I didn't have nothing on there. Okay, so yeah, so bomb the aneurysm, girl. Yes, indeed. But continue what you're saying. I'm not gonna get ready to come out here
No,
in a
I was
minute.
just really saying, like people normally wait for mad day. when they're not getting along anymore and they're trading messages or tape. Who does that? How are you going to go into a relationship with anyone offline? And when the things does not work out, you have tape conversations. How I don't understand that. I could never understand that. Like I said, the only time I will say something is if that person is telling a lie on me, you know, it have to be some like defamation of character. Okay. And you're going
Yeah.
on with it. First, I would try to reach out and say, that's not so. Can you kindly correct it? Could you do what you have to do and get that straight? But if it's something and you want to bring out this and oh, look, the person that texts me and said that and that and that when we were good, so now we get bad, then you bring in all of this laundry, this dirty laundry in front, you could knock yourself out, because I know what loyalty is. Okay, I get a lot of bashing, I got thick skin. I'm not gonna fold because people want, I'm not that type of person. Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I was asking you before my gadgets went haywire for me not having no juice. That's what I was asking you. That I was telling you at the time, yeah, that people was thinking. I did hear that, Tracy. Who recorded her? Who recorded who, Shay Breezy? What y'all talking about? Who recorded let me go back up. Is we talking about the same thing, that guy that they say recorded him and his wife arguing? Well, I'm glad y'all finally getting y'all thing late. And Tara says she enjoyed her Starbucks. I'm glad you did, girl. I enjoyed my coffee this morning. Your Starbucks coffee, which I like Pete's. I don't care for Starbucks. Starbucks too strong. They too expensive for that small cup of dark coffee, and they don't got flavored cream. If they do, you got to buy that clear liquid cream. I don't like that. Like that. Once in a while, if they don't have anything around, I'll stop and get a mocha or something. But I like going to Pete's. Peets. Pete's. Okay. Is she speaking in general? I believe so. Hi, Miss Intel. I guess she asking you, are you speaking in general? Okay, I'll drop the link. Oh, I did. I thought I dropped it already. Let me see. Let me do it again. Let me see. But yeah, you speaking in general, right?
Oh yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah, I believe that's what she's asking you.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
not seeing the chat, because when I'm here, I didn't even know. I'm not ashamed to say I didn't know how to see the chat. So I don't know to use the back chat. And
Well, I don't never look
Mhm.
at there. That's why I asked you, did you type something? I always
No,
kick
no,
myself off.
no.
I feel like if somebody on my link, they can just say it to me, maybe you should set your lives today. I'm gonna start doing that, Jill. Yeah, I gotta do something to get back in aneurysm. I did drop the link. So yeah, we figured that you was talking to her, but she said she's dropping in general. You inspired me to talk about marriage this morning, Miss Intel. I waited till like 10 at the 8 because I wanted to watch you for a little while this morning before I came on. And so you finished it up for me to get the understanding what's going on. And also somebody was telling me who the cherry bomb lady is or whoever. And then I didn't know that it started at DL Olivia's. I do remember saying that Olivia made some kind of commentary because she, Christmas coming up, and she needs to start getting her coin, things and stuff and things. I did say that though. So that's where it started. Okay, so in my opinion. Say something, Miss Pizzario.
I'm here.
Okay, I know that voice. Okay, now, so that's why I got inspired to talk about marriage this morning. I was opening the bush. I said, "Well, what is going?" I knew you was gonna have what you called the intel about all that. Just like with them ladies, I had to hit on that too. But anyway, so what's up, girlie, and thanks for jumping by.
Hey, Bless. I didn't even know you was live.
Cause,
Heatwave. I
cause
came
ain't
for
nobody seen my
Heatwave
link.
because she done said over here that she got a lot of flack by
She
you.
said that she was getting dragged in your chat yesterday. And the reason why you didn't know I was on, I got to get back in the aneurysm. And a lot of people been texting me and everybody in my chat yesterday telling me they wasn't getting my thing. But see, I've been gone a long time. I got to get back in the algorithm. But go ahead, talk to Heat Wave, whatever you're saying.
So what happened, Heat Wave?
No, when I came up there, good morning or good afternoon. When I came up there the other day, quite a few people was not happy with me. They were upset, and a lot of remarks and all of that. But like I said, I don't pay those things no attention, because I have nothing with you personally. It's just like, like they said, it's entertainment, and I am not fake, Miss Pizarro. If I want to say something, I'm not going to pretend and then have to speak on it, right? Okay, a lot of things we may not like, but that's just me. I'm going to bring it to the table. You understand? So I am not upset that you address, because somebody told me, look, Miss Pizarro have your name in the title. And I start listening to it, and I'm like, from the time I tune into you, I realize I don't need to listen to anything more, because you know what? And I must thank you. Okay. And I give people, that they say, give Caesar what Caesar is due, or whatever the saying go. You addressed me respectfully, you know. He was very respectful in the way how you addressed, or you wanted to lay your point across. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I'm not upset, because the first thing I'm saying, to hell with who is mad. Miss Pizarro did not come out and no, you did not do that. Okay? And I thank you for that. So I never even bothered to listen to the rest. You know what? Because something I always keep in mind. When I came over there earlier, I saw dropping in a little by little. And then what you did, you promoted me. You put my link down and all of that. So certain things I don't forget. I'm not an ungrateful person. Okay? And I don't mean any harm or anything like that. All right? So that's all I need to say. And I will drop down from time to time. And what I have to do, ignore who is upset, you know, because I came there for you, not for the chat. So that's all, Miss Pizarro. I always call you my runway daughter.
But Miss Pizarro, I asked her the same question when she came on your panel, and she asked the two ladies, do one of them, do they have contacts? So I asked her too, because the way when she asked that question, I told her the truth right now too this morning. I told her the first thing went on my mind was, at that point she was still thinking that was you, and she know you wear glasses, so maybe you put your contacts in to fool it. And I just asked her that, didn't I? Heat wave. I was puzzled by that question too, as
Yeah,
well as you
yes, Miss Bless.
people.
But
Yeah,
remember, I don't know. It's what people is saying, and
yeah,
identifying Miss Bizarre with that picture. You see? So I'm
right.
going by that, and I particularly said that.
Right. And
Okay?
so I did
Okay,
ask her the
Mm-hmm.
same
so let
question.
me first of all, just because you're going by a picture of a thumb, Heat Wave,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that it's my thumb. You do know
That's
that,
true.
right?
That's true.
Okay, so what made you believe what was said then, if you know that just because you see a picture of a magazine with the thumb on there, what makes you think that that would be my thumb that's there, and then ask a complete stranger that you don't know to see their hand?
But
I
Miss
mean,
Yeah,
fingers.
go ahead.
To ask
But
them to see their fingers.
Miss Bizarre, remember, those are the people who are the victims and said those picture belongs to them.
No, 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 no. He wave, you getting it
Mm.
confused.
What
The
happened?
picture that
Uh-huh.
was on my profile that I had when I first came here
Uh-huh.
was of a thumb, and they said it was my thumb.
But look at
My
that.
my that's
Mm-hmm.
not her thumb, her thumb. I mean, because they've been showing pictures of them. So I don't understand how the picture that I had way before any of these bitches even came into the play of the sector could come out and say that that thumb that was on my picture is my thumb, and that's the same thumb that's supposed to be Kiva. Like, how does
But
that make sense to you, Heat
but
Wave?
Miss Pizarro, look at that. What you told me, because I heard somebody say about a thumb. It was not that. Look, I didn't even look to see about a thumb. I was looking. Remember what I said? I said the person that I saw on a wall, somebody's wall. I said the person that was wearing a green dress. That's what I was comparing. That person there. That's what
You
I
mean
said.
on Tracy's community wall?
Miss Pizarro, whatever community hall.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
if we
Mhm.
gonna keep it real, Heat Wave, then we gonna keep it real. Ain't that what you do, Heat?
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know
you
where I
like
saw
her,
it.
but I mean, you gotta keep that shit real too. The first person you saw that on, cause you don't really fuck with nobody besides the few little bit that you do over here, and you know that that's where you saw that from was from Tracy's community wall.
She's
But
the
the
only one that
thumb
have
got
it. I
into the
don't know.
conversation because
Mhm.
everyone thought that that's what you were asking about was of the thumb.
No, well, it wasn't that. Mm-mm. No, it
Okay,
was the person with
so
the green dress.
we got that clarified. So you were only asking those questions due to the pictures that you saw, right?
Yes, yes, correct,
Oh,
correct, correct. Because you
But
know
let
what?
me say this real
With
quick, y'all.
someone,
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
yeah.
Heat wave. When I asked you earlier,
Mm,
when you said you wanted to see a picture of a hand and the foot, the feet, or whatever, thumb or whatever,
mm.
and I asked you why did you ask that question, and you told me I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to answer, but you
Right. I'm
answered
not
me.
gonna say why. Yes, I
Yeah,
said
that's what.
because if
Okay,
I
the
had seen it,
thing.
then I was gonna say the reason why I asked.
Okay.
Yes, yes. But you know what?
okay,
Somebody
but
in
he
the
wait,
chat.
see you because you didn't
Mm,
you also felt as though because the girl sister in the sister told you no that there was that and that was suspicious to you in your life. But Heatwave, if you're
mm.
not going to tell us why you asked those questions, why do you think that the twins were why did you think that the girl Kiva was supposed to show you her hands if you didn't even want to give an answer as to why you were even coming up there to ask those questions?
But I asked the question first. I spoke to you, and then you said no, I think. And then I spoke to
No,
Kiva, and she said no.
I didn't say no, no, because that's what
Well,
you
I'm
also said
sorry.
in your video. I did not tell you no.
Kiva
I
told me,
asked
I'm
what
sorry.
was the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of asking that question because
Mm-hmm.
I was confused. Like everybody was confused. The
Mm-hmm.
sister that was sitting in the driver's seat told you no when she told her sister Kiva that you asked and request to see her hands.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl was like, "What?" She was thrown off. And then she said no to her sister, and then the sister told you no. I did not tell you no. They
Okay, I'm
told you
sorry,
no.
Miss Pizarro. I thought you had told me no also. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
No, I just asked you why did you come up to ask that question? Because we were curious. And then you said that once after you asked the question, you were going to tell us why you was asking that question, but you never told us why you asked her those questions about, if she have contacts or if she wear glasses and you wanted to see her hands.
Mm-hmm.
You never told us after you
The
asked that question.
second because I went up there two separate times, right? And
Right.
everybody was asking about the hands, and I said no. And I spoke about the contacts, but I did not speak about the hands. And I said no, I'm not going to say anything. Had I seen her hands, then I was going to give the explanation what I was looking for.
Okay.
But I'm sorry about saying that you were the one who said no. So I'm going to correct that. I'm sorry about that.
Well,
Very
yeah,
sorry.
because
I
Tracy is
apologize.
telling the story all wrong and making it seem like we trying to change your mind on what
No.
you think. I'm not trying to change your mind on anything because I could care less what anybody thinks
Mm-hmm.
uh, when it comes to me because y'all don't take care of me. So it really does not matter, to be
That's
honest.
true.
So she don't need to be over there lying on me, trying to spin the narrative and make it seem like I attacked you and I'm trying to change your mind because you're standing on how you feel. I'm not trying to change your mind, Heat Waves. And that's where that miscommunication comes from because, yeah, I do support you. And you say
Mm-hmm.
that you support me too.
Yeah.
And I don't need you to get into the middle of what me and Tracy got
Oh
going on.
no, I'm not
But
getting
you
in the middle
did
of
make
that.
me feel like you came up there, you came up there to ask those questions pertaining to Tracy. You
No,
didn't
no.
make me feel that way because you told us that you
Mm-hmm.
were going to give us the answer as to why you asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
When after you got through asking the question, you didn't say, when I asked the question and if they answer, then I'll let you know. I won't let you know. You said that if I could ask my question to them, then I would tell you guys why I came up here to
Yes.
ask that question. You literally dropped down and never gave us an explanation to the question. You just went on your live, but even in your live, you still never gave us an
Mm-hmm.
explanation as to the question that you said that you was gonna give because a lot of people was confused as to why you were asking to see their hands because your questions were the only ones that came out of left field. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I felt like you were sent by Tracy because you never even told me what was it about. And if you're gonna be neutral, then be neutral. But if you really coming up here for Tracy, then just say that's what it was and don't try to play in my face about the situation because then
Miss,
I go to question your intentions and stuff like you and stuff like that was intended
Miss,
that
are you
you
breaking
came
up?
up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm breaking out still.
Yeah, you
You
sounding
voice
okay.
is just
You're
a little
better.
bit. You voice.
You're
Hello.
good.
Now I'm getting my question answered. He Wave asked you the same question, but I'm glad you answered her, so I can, because I did ask you all that. Remember in the
Well,
beginning,
bless she,
Yes,
but
you
I'm
she,
did.
getting it
she,
now.
she answered the
Yeah.
question though. She told us that she wanted to ask, but she never told us what was the reason for. She still said that if she would have said what the answer was, then it would have been blah blah blah. But she still never answered the question though, which is fine. But
Well,
I
she
just wanted
answered
to know
more
what
for
was the
you than
reason
what she did
behind
for
that.
But
me. Because I asked her the same question that you're asking right now, Miss
yes,
Pizarro.
Miss Best asked
Yeah,
me that. But
the same question that
Miss
you're answering right
Miss
now.
Oh,
Pizarro,
okay.
Miss Pizarro, why would you
Yeah.
think? To me that is kind of like for me it is like that's you saying Tracy sent me. You know
Mhm.
that was kind of messed up because nobody could send me to do anything. Okay? Because if Tracy had sent me, Tracy couldn't send me to do that because Tracy could have done it herself. The only thing I'd have said, well, okay, well, here, Tracy don't want to come up here because she don't want to argument or whatever. Tracy have never, ever asked me to do her one favor yet. I'm not going to lie in that woman. Never yet. The most
Well,
Tracy's going to
now
say,
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
yes, go ahead,
I
dear.
know that you ride for Tracy, so therefore, when it comes to Tracy,
Hmm.
I already know that it's gonna always be taken up for Tracy. So it, I'm not even gonna believe the simple fact of you telling me that Tracy ain't sending you to do anything. Cause in my opinion, I do feel like Tracy have been sending you to do things. I'm not gonna
My
lie to
God.
you. To your face.
Lord. Miss
To
Pizarro,
be honest with you,
you're
because I know how you
100%
feel
wrong, my
about
dear.
Tracy.
Let me ask. I don't know what you know about the membership club or whatever. When you're a member, right? I don't know if the other members will see, like if you drop down in the chat, right? If they will see you or whatever. I don't even understand how that will go, because I wish anybody that say that I was in some membership or Tracy had a membership and I was there. That's a damn lie. They would have to prove that. I didn't even know Tracy was live. Okay? I didn't even know that. And I don't have to lie. Tracy do not pay my bills. I don't pay Tracy's bills. I'm a grown woman. I'm going to make somebody send me. The man that I'm married for so many years can't even tell me what to do. Okay? Much more less a total stranger telling me what I would have to be on some payroll, child. You don't know me. I'd have to be on a payroll. Nobody's sending me for anything.
Well, I mean, but that's how I took it. Heat
No, I'm
wave
sorry,
because you
dear. That was
you
totally
you
wrong,
didn't
Miss
never
Pizarro.
give us
Mm.
you never told us what was the answer, Heat wave. So
Because
that's
I
why
didn't
I
see the.
took it like that. I felt like you only came up here on a mission for Tracy, and that's
No,
what it was because you said that you were gonna tell us the reason why you asked that question, and you didn't. You actually got down. You
because I
never
did not
told
see
us.
the
You
hands.
switched up. You
Remember?
you basically
Mhm.
switched up on it.
No, I didn't see the hand, and I said it on my life. I said if I had seen the hands or the fingers, I think I can't remember the hands or the fingers. I said then I was gonna give the reason why I did so, and I give reasons for the picture before, and then the glasses I give, and the contact I give explanation for that, and I said I'm not going to give any explanation for the hands unless I saw the hands. That's it. And that's where I left it.
You said that on your live, but that's not what you said to me when you hit the panel though, heat wave. That's why I said I feel like you were sent by Tracy, because
Yeah.
that's not what you said at first. You said that you wanted to ask the question because when you came up, you said, "Can you ask the question?" I said, "Go ahead, ask what you gonna ask." When you asked to see the fingers, because I was already just was like, it's weird that you asking, a person if they wear glasses or if they have contacts. But hey, there maybe there's a reason to the reason why you ask. And when you came up there and you said, "Can you ask a question?" And then after you asked your question, you were gonna tell us the reasons for you asking that question of wanting to see her hands. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay.
But how could I give an answer for that if I didn't see the hands? It was nothing to speak on. You see, it was not to speak on. Had I seen her hands and then walk away and
Because
said,
we
"Oh, go
because
ahead."
he wait, it was
Yes,
about you asking the question to begin with. It wasn't you made it about the hands, but it was just a question to begin with of you even what was the purpose of you even asking that question? It's
I had my
basically what it was.
reasons.
It was not about her hands, because
What was it?
at the end of the day, only you know why you asked that question about the hands. So
Yeah.
that's why everybody wanted to know, like, well, what was the question for? Because that's a little weird.
Okay, you want me to say it on a different part now? Why people is not thinking and saying, "Well, why didn't she show her hands?" You ever thought about that? Why didn't she show her hands?
Why? Who didn't show their hands?
The Kiva.
You didn't see her moving her hands around on the live,
I wanted her to show me both of her hands or even one of the hands. One would have been good enough.
for
Okay?
you to
Just
see for
place it
you to
there,
see the
moving
hands.
around.
Okay.
I have cataract in my eyes. I wanted it to stay steady. And then I could look just even a second. That's all I needed.
Well, I mean, heat wave, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't say that. You just came up with that question and then that was all it was. You didn't give us none of that when you hit the link, which is probably why you were told no, because you really didn't give us no explanation as to for that question. So you came off as to people like being weird in that because they didn't understand why you asked to see the hands, is what I'm saying. No one understood why you asked to see the hands because it was just out of the blue, like it was with the glasses. But maybe people just felt like you was asking if they wore glasses or not, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. I don't know, but I think the main thing everybody got tripped out about is you asking to see hands. But I mean, you literally could see her hands in that live. Like I don't, but okay.
Miss Pizarro, look, it's not a big deal. That's what never change our relationship and all that. Because for me, Miss Pizarro, whatever you look like, what you don't look like, I get I mean to say I was attracted to you in that way as a content creator, as a subby. You were busy on the street, you always had things jumping. So it was your voice. It's not what you look like. Okay? I was just trying to prove something, to come to settlement and say, look, this person's getting blamed, this is like that. And I wanted it for myself, not for anyone else, for me. Nobody could make me do something or nobody could change my mind. Okay. In my real life, I'm a stubborn person. Okay. I used to get a lot of beating. Okay. From my mom. I wouldn't stop talking. Shut up. Don't answer me. No, I'm going to continue running my mouth to get my point across. So I'm very, very stubborn. So I can see, like I'm saying, I don't understand who got the power on these YouTube and so, virtual reality, okay, to get me to do something. The minute they get me to do something, child, you want to do your work, you go do your work. I'm not being paid for that. Nobody ordered me around. I don't go for that. No, no. You're gonna have to do your own job yourself. I'm not doing that for nobody. Nobody's gonna send me around. I'm too old for that. And I mean it.
Everybody coming in. Hey, Brianna Simone. Beep, beep. You got
Because
everybody
even talking
coming.
about Brianna, when I dropped down in Brianna's chat, she said, Heatwave, I think you would want to red ball it back. I was speaking on you. I said, don't matter. I said, that's okay. Because I did a lot of messed up things too. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm there because I want to be there. Okay? Not a big deal. I'm not that, I'm not that type of person like to say, oh, I carry a bear mask and all that shit. No, 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 no. In my I don't do things like that. All right? No, I'm not that type of person. And if I know something's gonna get me upset, I'll walk away from it. Because it's not that deep. So that's all, Miss Pizarro. That's all it is. That's all it is. The only
But
thing
he
I was
wait,
upset about
he
the
wait,
meeting and Tracy
he
sending me to
wait,
do something.
he wait. Do you agree that
Yes.
the majority of the people think nobody never asks to see people thumb or hand? So do
Hmm.
you agree that you understand why some people thought
Oh,
it was
yes.
weird? Because that's
Absolutely.
why I asked you, why are you asking to see somebody hand and thumb? I mean, that's
Hands.
really some
Hmm.
investigative stuff there. You know, that you can look at somebody's hand and tell it somebody, you know what I'm saying? So and
Hmm.
so some people are thinking that because that's why I asked that question. Even when you asked, do you wear contacts? I
Yeah.
was thinking, well, you think that picture's bizarre for real with the glasses, so you want to know since the glasses went on, you want to say, do you got contact? You know what I'm saying? So that people are going to ask those questions because they was really perplexed by the hand situation. So, and I don't think they drag you. A lot of these people really like you, but they really want to know why. Because and you know, I like you too, and I support you over there, your channel. I'm in the bushes and everything.
Thank
But I
you.
did want to act. I did want to know the same thing that Miss Brazil was asking right now. I
Right.
did want to know. You know,
Right. I
so
know
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
peculiar question,
yeah.
but when I told her the drag, what I was upset. Everybody, Tracy sent her. Yes, she's and that kid there. I was so aggravated. If they had said, "What the hell? Who she thinks she is?" Put it on me because that was all me. That's all. That was like the biggest insult to me. Okay, the person that I am, and nobody ordering me or sending me to do shit. Okay, my job was always in union jobs. Okay, so I know we could get covered and we would able to speak because I know the type of person I am. And I'm just saying that. And that's I certain things I back away and I keep away. And that's that. The only thing that Tracy ever told me to do, she suggested it to me, was why don't you open, your platform or channel, whatever you call it. And she said it on live. And I said, really? You think I would do that? They're gonna hate me. And she said, open it. I even think that I turned and I said, are you trying to set me up? Something like that. But the person who really, really pushed me on that, it was Miss Kerry. Very Kerry. That was the person who was behind me. She was the first person who keep telling me every time I jump up on the platform, she keeps telling me, Heatwave, why don't you open it? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna think about it. Not one time, not two times, over and over and over and over again. And then when certain things I see start to happen and I can't really get to express myself, I said, you know what? Let me try doing this. So at least I would have a voice and I could say what I want to say. And that's the only reason. That's all. Nobody sent me, Miss Pissarro. Nobody sent me. Mm-mm. Nope. That is not going to happen, my dear. That is not going to happen. Nobody ordered me around. No way. You want to do something, go do it yourself. You think I'm going to go down for anybody? Oh, hell no. If I'm doing something, I do it alone. I work alone. I work damn well alone. Okay? My mother always told me the one time since I was a kid, nail polish and all of that, back in my time, because I continue to tell you, I old, and you all could tell. Nail polish, right? That was a no-no on a child's finger, no. So I had a girlfriend, she would always come with nail polish. And guess what? They had a color named Fire Engine Red. And one day I forgot to take it off and I went home. And my mom she thought I was bleeding at first. What are you doing with this? And I told her, my friend brought it. And she said, let us do that. Oh, You wanted to do it? And I want to know why she was asking me that over and over again. She said, I want the truth, you know. If you tell me the truth, I'm not going to beat you. And I always remember that because I think she was wrong. My mother was wrong. She said, if you tell me the truth, I'm not going to hit you, right? And I said, yes, my girlfriend, you know, like she's the one who told me to put it on. And she got that strap and she tore up my ass. And I was confused. So years went by. I never forgot that. I asked her, but mom, why did you beat me? I spoke the truth. She said, look, when you came out of my womb, and the doctors, they take a look and they run all of the tests, you were a normal birth. That means you're not slow. Nothing's wrong. You have a brain. Think for yourself. Do not tell me somebody make you do something. And that beating I got, it registered on to this day. So I can't see no one else doing that
Well, let
to
me
me.
ask you a question, Ray.
Yes.
The fact that this happened to you as a child with just speaking of polish, is that what made you feel pay attention to that? I'm getting lost here.
Mhm.
You know.
No, no, no. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, that have
Uh,
nothing to do with that. Mm-mm.
oh, okay. Because I'm gonna say maybe was that some tragedy to make you pay attention to thumbs and stuff? I'm not getting it right now. I'm really
No, no,
not.
no. That have
Oh,
nothing to do with that. It's just somebody nail polishing. Some
oh,
a friend telling me, "Oh, let's do that," you know, and that's why she asked me, "Did you want to do it?" No, you understand? I want to do it part of it, but I was thinking, "Oh man," she said, "We're gonna take it off before we get home, right?" But I forgot to take off mine.
because I was thinking maybe something happened and then you
Uh-uh.
pay attention to thumbs and stuff. I don't know. I just
N-
got kind of lost.
No, no,
Yeah,
Miss Bless,
I'm
that
kind of
have
lost in
nothing to
that
do.
right there.
No,
And
no.
I wasn't looking at the gadget.
Mhm.
Just noticed that Pizarro. Thanks for coming up, Miss Pizarro. Thanks for asking the question because I've been, asking the same thing at the same time. It just I'm
Mhm.
inquisitive like that.
Yeah.
And what time is it? Lord, I've been over here longer, way longer. This is
Yes,
gonna be
Miss Bless. I
my
spent all
description
day with
box.
you, and it was so
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, well, all morning now. I've been on.
Yeah.
It's 10:30 my time. Wow. Well, that's all right. That's gonna help me to be in the aneurysm. Yeah, bless that. That said that's something. Well, it is. You know what I'm saying? To pay attention to a thumb, and I just explained it to her. That's why a lot of people think that's a weird question, but I'm thinking this has to do with
Oh,
whatever
Miss
happened.
Bless, sorry to I'm sorry to interrupt you with that thing. I can remember somebody was made a comment and say, damn, they even doxed the thumb. And when I got off from there, I was cracking up. That thing had me cracking up. I said, doxing a thumb? Are you kidding? I thought it was a joke. I really, really thought it was a joke. I said, who the hell is gonna dox a thumb? So now Miss Bazaar said something about
Let's be fair about it. Did you just not dox the thumb, but you
uh
inquired about the thumb?
no,
That
I
you know
did
what I'm
not
saying?
inquire, but no thumb. No thumb. I
How
said I
you
want
gonna
to see the
dox the
hands.
thumb?
No, I don't know
Keep
anything to do
talking.
with
I
thumb.
think I hear my doorbell. Keep talking. Keep talking. I think I hear
Yeah,
my
that
doorbell.
have nothing to do with a thumb. Mm-mm. No,
Oh
no, no,
God.
no, no. I want to see the hands, not the thumb. I would have said the thumb. But then I heard a thumb, something about a thumb, and Miss Vasari is now telling me her thumb. I don't know if it was exposed or whatever. I didn't even know about that. Until the person saying about doxing a thumb. And I was laughing about that. No, it don't have nothing to do with a thumb. One day,
All right.
it's not that important anyway. I'm not that invested, you
I
know.
think I'm hearing things, y'all. That wasn't my doorbell.
People that
Yeah,
have
girl, you they dox the thumb. Keep waiting, girl. And I gotta
but
say, you
but Miss
investigate the
Bless,
thumb.
people Miss Bless, people that have
Huh?
millions of view. I heard there's
Uh,
always behind a black screen. So I don't understand the inquisitiveness about Miss Vasari identity. It that what that's gonna do for me. Okay. I just wanted to ask the question because this was hot topic. And I said, you know
I
what?
know that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, but girl, we got some in the beach sector. We have some very good investigators. They look for everything. But this is my first time, hearing a thumb investigation. But that's all good. But
Yeah.
what I said, but I do support you, and thank you
Thank you,
everybody
Miss
for coming
Bless.
in my live today. I'm gonna try to come back. Well, I'll be doing some shorts too to stay in the algorithm, aka aneurysm, and so That's why I came this morning to do a short one, but I end up, but that's fine though. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed myself this
Me too,
morning.
my bless.
Because
Oh, Miss
I
Bless.
like
So
talking about positive stuff because we was
yes,
a very
yes,
positive live early with the marriage situation. I appreciate everybody's opinion on there and all that things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you coming up, Heat Wave. And
yes, Miss Bless. Thank you so much for your
thank you all for
hospitality,
coming.
and I'm gonna take my leave now. Okay, so
Okay,
goodbye.
and thank you for
Bye,
coming up.
chat.
Thank you, Mr. Railroad. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. Thank you, everybody that came up. I really appreciate y'all. Okay. Y'all come back now. Yeah.